We are going live for the 8th anniversary shit. Hey there, Beertube. Welcome back to Maxwell Star's Beer Reviews. Still here after all these beers. And we've got some people on here with us tonight. Glad to have some of these folks. And Rod just popped in offline. What are you drinking, Rod?
I'm just drinking one of my last of the Aldi specials, Bruegel Bock beer. So
Is that a,
got it the other day.
that was a
But I know it's an anniversary show, so I may have to break open some bourbon here.
there you go. Boom. I got some bourbon to break open. I've got that Budweiser Jim Beam Copper Lager crap.
Oh, Jesus.
I meant bourbon, not like a bourbon like beer.
Bourbon, not bird brain. All right. Anyway, moving along to Redbeard. What are you drinking?
Nothing. I just finished my beer, so I'm going to grab one. So keep going and come back to me.
That too. You're not good at spotlights, are you?
I was supposed to do. Oh, it was Friday. I was supposed to do a Red Beer Spotlight today. Shit.
You're not going to bed, are you, Redbeard?
Oh, I think you forgot.
I tried to do it this weekend. I was supposed. Yeah, well, he didn't make it on Monday, and then Tuesday I had something come up. So
Yeah, the spotlight's on him now.
this is as bad as Joe getting a channel started.
Anyway, speaking of channels, Lee, what are you drinking right now? Anything?
Redbeard's excuses.
Cup runneth over.
Tastes like tears. Unicorn tears.
With a hint of ginger.
No, I'm drinking Annapolis Brewing Company's W and A Railway Rye IPA.
Oh, okay. I think I saw you post a picture of that or something.
Yeah, it's on my Insta fucking gram or whatever the fuck that shit's called.
And to Lee, from your Facebook post earlier, I'm not a big fan of people as much anymore either. So,
yeah, people aren't my thing. I can't tell you.
All right, and finally, what are you drinking, Craig? Are you still drinking the Elvis juice / Innocent Gun garbage?
No, I've moved on from that. I'm on Harpoon Dark Dunkel style beer
oh, nice,
very nice.
out of Boston,
Nice.
Massachusetts.
2 shits. Yeah. That's 2 shits.
5.2%. Yeah, it's all right. Not bad.
Hazed and confused. Finally got it here.
nice.
Not sure if I should be excited or not, but I'm going to try it. And so what are you saying, Redbeard?
I got a beer now.
Oh boy, what are you drinking?
Cracking open a can of raked over IPA with mango, pineapple, and habanero peppers by Wellington.
You were saying that was pretty good.
It's
Nice looking artwork. Good artwork.
So where'd you get that? Can you get that at the LCBOs?
Yeah, it's in their newest 4-pack, which I'm very happy that they've changed the format of the 4-pack. It used to be small bottles, and now they're tall boys. I'm very happy with that.
Nice.
But the one thing, this 4-pack, 3 of the 4 beers are kind of like one of the beers was in a previous 4-pack, and the other 2 beers are like readily available everywhere kind of thing. So it's almost like the Bose pack, and it pisses me off.
What's the price point on them on the 4-pack?
12 something. Not super
That's
expensive.
not bad.
No, like I had no problem with it. Like I bought one 4-pack for basically this beer for review purposes, and wasn't sure if I'd had the rhubarb saison. That's the other one that was in a previous 4-pack, and realized I did have it. So drank that, and then there's their Hell's Lager and their Kickin' Back Session IPA. And I bought another 4-pack just basically because I wanted to drink this beer again.
Nice.
So I've had a beer kicking back from Wellington Brewery, I believe.
Yeah, that's them. That's them. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wellington at Guelph.
That's their Session IPA. It's pretty good.
Which one was
Yeah,
it?
I've had it.
Oh, Kicking.
Yeah.
That
This
was
stuff
the
here.
one, isn't that the one where the girls got the cowboy boots kicked up or something?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
on the fence. Yeah, the blue can's blue.
yeah. About 3 years ago, I reviewed that.
This stuff
Yeah,
has
a
got
friend
a
of mine.
really, really nice spicy kick to it.
friend of mine lives in Toronto. He brought like 3 or 4 beers over for me to try.
It was this one, I think, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yep.
one. Yeah.
At Dry Hop Session Ale. Yeah, I did that as number 64.
Oh.
Cool. But yeah, I remember I picked that up and actually got that right from the brewery when I got mine.
I've not been to Guelph.
2015 when me, Chad, and Guy we visited Wellington, Stonehammer, and Royal City.
I haven't seen Guy in forever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been popping up in the chat every once in a while, but just basically click on shit and
He's dieting and he's apparently banging a chick, so he's busy.
Radar. He's not banging a chick. He's
Yeah, I don't know who to believe on that one.
He's pretty.
I don't care either way. Either way, he seems to be getting a life, which So there you go.
So that Muskoka orange candies, tribute to Guy, tastes like orange candies, black tea, and tangerine, and it's very muted. I'm really not excited. I expected more juice.
The black tea put me off.
Yeah, it's not raising your flag.
I've had a couple of the chai tea beers, and they're not terrible. It's not really for me, but they're not awful.
Holy shit, Stuart's here.
Oh,
Holy shit!
Excited about that. Holy shit, you were drinking 0.97 Bellwoods.
Yeah, man, just had it.
Is it
How you
good?
doing? You all right?
Good. How you guys doing? Yeah, it was. Okay.
All right, welcome, Ewart.
Yeah. Oh, welcome. Oh, sorry, my Rod's channel.
Yeah.
I see Nick welcoming you. What an honor.
nobody else except the channel owner is allowed to welcome people.
Exactly.
No, you're on mine.
This is your beer tuber spotlight, Ewart.
Oh fuck.
You beat Red Beer to it.
I decided to start doing strange bruisings.
I did see the comments the other day before you got cut off, Rod.
Oh yeah, last night my power went out like right in the middle of the stream. Well, towards the 3/4 of the stream, but yeah.
That's fun.
I really want to get a battery backup for my shit.
Why?
Just in case the power goes out and I'm doing something, so it doesn't just instantly shut down and give me like 5-10 minutes of battery backup power.
Well, I shot a video real quick on the phone afterwards explaining to people, but which actually had like 70 views on it. I was like, wow, okay.
At more than the mainstream.
Yeah.
People were worried about you, man. They're like, what happened? What happened?
Well, the
Rob?"
main one was like around 60 almost, but it was like people were like, what happened?
Yeah.
Your beer flow show usually gets like a pretty steady, like at least 10 viewers for the whole thing. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Try to make it entertaining,
It's good.
Ratings were down a little without Joe, so.
I was gonna say, you should I've been on it one time. I think Nick was on it one time. Chris was on it. If Joe's not going to be there and you've only got the 3 guys, you should throw a random 4th guy in there a little more often. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I like to try to do like a podcast type thing, but I'm going to probably do more of the hangouts because I got people that want to do the hangouts and stuff too. So I'll probably do a hangout this weekend or something. But yeah.
It's just fun. Like myself, I work stupid hours, so I don't really get to hang out with my actual friends that often. And being able to chill with you guys and have some beers, and we're not really, I use my imagination. It's like we're all just kind of sitting around in the same room, kind of thing, or something.
That's good.
Fuck you.
I was waiting for you to say something.
What are you talking about?
I'm lonely. You're my coping mechanism. God damn it.
Oh Jesus, man.
There's a gift. There's a gift there.
Yeah. Just a little. He just wants a little company. That's all. Just a little company.
Oh, man.
It's cracking. No, I get it.
You're reading grades in the chat and says, "Shut down your channel. Drink only malt liquor. Label out. Cheers." Yeah, that way.
Wow.
I start drinking like chugging Colt or Natty Daddy or Old English
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Land shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for local on your Wednesday nights? you guys give for local in Canada? Is that even past muster?
It's got to be pre-ban for loco.
Yeah.
We don't get none of them, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you guys have standards, Craig, in the UK, so I mean
You're going to be changing up one week and do like a cider or something. That'd be kind of weird. Cider analysis
There's
101.
There's shit beer everywhere. So
yeah.
Old English. That's another one.
Well, I'm trying to get back to the alternating, like doing good shit and then like macro.
Well, did you guys ever do malt liquor for your 101s?
We've done Colt 45.
Okay.
Didn't we do the Trailer Park Boys one? Possibly. Did we do
No, we
that?
did. We did the Freedom 35 lager.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Sorry.
That's the only
I'm
one.
devastated. I can't get any of those.
And we were supposed to do the Green Bastard, weren't we? But that never happened.
Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah.
Which is
okay because it was not good.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't
Yeah.
fantastic. It was just a basic IPA.
There's no Hammond River, that's for sure.
Nope.
There's no new one. There's no new Ontario.
I sent a message to the owner of Hammond River today saying, asking when he's brewing a Hammond River blueberry next. He says he just brewed one this past week. It should be ready in 2 weeks.
Oh,
So that's a nice, fresh Hammond River blueberry.
Sweet.
For the trip.
Sweet.
Bringing it up specifically for you, Ewart.
Yes.
Better show up.
So speaking of New Ontario, I still haven't seen the head brewer since I tried that New England style IPA of theirs. I got some questions for that gentleman.
Just blow them up on social media. They'll get back to you.
Call the motherfucker.
No,
out.
again, like it tasted good.
Call him out Fandango style.
I
Do
got
a brewer spotlight on him or something. He might not turn up.
Oh, shit, try it twice at least. And
he's been a guest in a beer review twice now, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, like the New Ontario people, they're fucking really nice people. And aside from, occasionally brewing some weird, odd shit, overall, their beer's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's not bad.
Who would you say is better based on that glowing review? Them or that Snyderham?
I would say New Ontario for sure over them.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes. Like New Ontario's had some kind of misses with their beer, but they've also made some random pretty tasty shit.
So are you guys all going down Albino's thing or
Oh yeah.
nope?
Most of it, Lee's not.
Yeah, I guess Lee and Craig aren't, but
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Craig can get a flight in time.
Not this year, but if it carries on for a little while, then a few years I might.
Yeah.
Rod, you still thinking of coming up because we got space for the Airbnb?
No, I won't make it up to there, but that's funny. Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews asked if I was going to Matt's thing, which I didn't realize was in July. I think it's July, or June. I may try to go there because I have to go back to the East Coast at some point. It's for Matt from Massive Beer Reviews to try and do a big get together thing.
Yeah,
So-
I'd love to do that again.
Yeah. Well, see, for me, my mom, she lives in New Jersey, so he's just up north of where she lives at. So,
Well, there you go. That'd be easy.
matter if I get time to get back there, though.
Well, how far away is your mom from Matt's? Is it like
Probably about like an hour and a half or something.
okay? So
Wouldn't be a bad drive.
yeah,
That's doable.
Yeah.
definitely doable.
I can't hear the words "your mom" coming out of Nick's mouth without thinking he's going to say something bad. It's just
Oh, you say your mom's place. Your mom sounds like a nice lady.
Yeah.
again, even that coming out of Nick's mouth, it just doesn't sound right.
Lord. Hey, we got 5 people watching now.
Yeah. All I know is in
In the chat.
2 weeks in a day, I will be on the way to Jamaica. So,
There you
Oh,
go.
cool beans.
How
Cool.
long are you going there for?
like a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gonna work on your tan?
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
That's awesome, man.
I haven't been there. I went there in the late 90s.
I feel like if I went to
Yeah.
Jamaica, I would step off the plane and instantly burst into flames.
Yeah.
The sun is not my friend. Getting closer to it is probably a bad idea.
It's a red beard, whiter than white kind of thing.
Well, don't you like put like sunscreen all over your, exposed parts and everything?
Well, yeah, obviously. Like I go from like almost Chad level white to like lobster red,
Yeah.
and then like back to white. There's no like, aside from my arms that are generally kind of always exposed to the sun, that have, I guess, built up a bit of an immunity. The rest
Yeah.
of me just, there's no tan that happens. It's like white, burn, back to white.
So how often do you like go to a beach or anything in the summer?
Like when I was younger, all the time, Like honestly, just like with work and stuff, and none of my friends really like to swim or anything. I haven't been swimming in a couple of years, actually. It makes me sad.
Yeah. I think in the States here, people go to the beach, they don't swim as much. It's more just going to the beach and drinking and
Like
hanging out. They kind of just wade when they go in the water. They go in there when they come out. So
like I go to the beach and I swim. Like I will spend like an hour in the water, just like.
Yeah, but you'll get sunburned though. The water will reflect the sun, so you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make waterproof sunscreen, but it only lasts so long,
But Red's always got the guy behind him with the umbrella holding over him, so he'll be good to go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How's this spot, Mr. Redbeard? Does this work for you?
When did I become a sultan?
You're a saltine.
Salt no shit.
Saltine thing.
Yeah, like in summertime, like I love camping and kayaking and all kinds of some fun summertime activities that make me get sunburned.
Yeah.
Do them anyway because it's fun.
Yeah, it's funny. I have to go to Texas in June for my nephew's graduation. And it's
Drunken
like
One collaboration.
Well, he's way down below where I'm going to Dallas, but it's funny. We have to go down there, and it's kind of like, okay, so where's the beer store? And then where's the UPS store? So I can ship some stuff back when I'm in Texas.
Well, if you're driving, like, how far is it for you to drive to Dallas?
Oh, for us to drive, it'd be like 12, 15 hours or something, probably.
I assume you're not driving then?
No, we're flying.
Okay. I was going to say, because if you're making the trip to Dallas, Drunken One could make the trip to Dallas as well. You could meet up and have a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, from where we're at, Drunken One probably be 3 to 4 hours away, I believe.
That's not a terrible distance.
No.
If you need places to drink in Dallas, let me know. I've been.
Okay.
Got some recommendations.
Cool. You got any Brazilian steakhouses for me? I hooked you up, son. I made sure you were full in the belly when you were here.
No, I was still recovering when I went to Dallas, so I couldn't tell you it again.
Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah, when we were in Cincinnati, I told him where to go to our Brazilian steakhouse, and he loved it there. He got his satisfaction out of it. And you went to Rheingeist afterward, right, for beers and stuff? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, that's speaking. He appears. Drunken One just said, "Hey" in the chat.
Check your messages, or Drunken One. I sent you a link.
Yeah.
You say his name 3 times, he will appear.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
I've randomly done that a few times myself.
Redbeard pops out. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What be going down?
Or pterodactyl scream.
Pterodactyl scream, right?
I am remarkably good at like lying in wait and scaring the crap out of people.
Yeah, it's horrid.
When I was younger, growing up in McKellar outside of Perry Sound, like a little town of nobody, friends and stuff get together, and we used to play a game called Johnny Longfoot. And the object of the game is just that there's no, I don't even know how you win the game, come to think of it. The whole point of the game is like you set your boundary where you have to stay within, and then everybody goes off, and then you have to try to scare the other people by saying Johnny Longfoot.
Oh fucking hell! Is
And
that
like
it?
I'd like hide up in trees and shit and jump down and just like Johnny Oxford! Just it was fun.
Holy fuck.
When we were kids, we used to play a game with girls called Hide and Go Get It. You know what I mean? That's what we were playing.
Hey,
It was a variation of hide and seek with bonus.
good old hide the weenie.
Hide a salami.
Bush and steak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hide a penis in the popcorn.
I lost on that one there, Nick.
You ever heard of the penis in the popcorn trick when you're watching a movie with a girl?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there'll be somebody pulling out in Avengers this weekend.
Yes,
I'm sure.
yeah, that's called sexual assault.
Yeah. With the
She
Bill
touched
Cosby.
me, but Your Honor, she touched me.
Bill Cosby was like, no.
No, she's still awake. That's not Cosby's move.
Yeah. She wanted the butter.
Gross.
Would you prefer to be
Maybe she should have pumped it for the butter.
Ew.
Butter up, son.
Wax
Okay,
on.
it's Robert Kraft from New England Patriots. We'll switch it up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm getting so bloated drinking this Muskoka, hazed and confused. Jeez.
Bloody.
Oh, holy fuck.
Ribbit snibbit.
Oh. All right, so who we got? Anything new in the chat? No, just Drunken One saying, hey. Hey, boy. Or, hey. Hi there.
Hey.
You said you sent him the link, right? So
Hey, yeah, well, through YouTube Messenger thingy-bobber.
Did anybody get my undergrad reference?
Yes, I got yours undergrads from Cal.
Nice.
Hey, do, hey,
That was a
do,
great show.
hey.
Gimpy. Rocco. Such a good show.
We're going to play a game that I like to call unprotected sex.
game called Just the Tip.
It was the one where he was with too many girls. He's like, I was with a girl last night and air came out of me.
Yeah, perfect timing there.
And I was like, well, where's the sand? I'm going back to my.
And now air is coming out of me.
It was a
How
quality.
you doing tonight there, Drunken One?
Excellent. How are you guys?
Yeah, not too bad.
All good.
Thanks for coming on.
All good.
You, Rod, and of course,
What's up,
Red,
brother?
So.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee. Okay.
I had bad earlier, and yeah.
Oh man, it's late over there, isn't it?
And then it got better.
Yeah, like what time is it there? It's got to be almost 4 a.m, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah.
It's 24. Yeah.
Jeez,
Yep.
That's not terrible. It's Friday night. Well, I guess it's Saturday morning now for you.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's dark.
yeah, it'll be light.
I like
Don't
her-
worry, it'll be light soon.
Craig's a night owl anyway, so he's up usually.
Oh yeah.
I love how we're all on Drunken One's equalizer over there. When we speak, it's
Yeah, he's got a mixing board all set
oh,
up.
wow.
Yeah.
We're on the lo-fi.
Okay.
He's Dr. Dre in the making.
Yeah.
We still got the alliteration, Dr. Drunken One. There you go.
Dr. Drunken One.
No.
It's like Dr. Johnny Fever. It's just Dr. Drunken One.
Oh, Johnny Fever. That's a blast from the past.
Mhm.
I'd be offended by being called Doctor. That's for sure.
Right.
Maybe. If you've ever
No,
wondered.
It-
no,
Whatever became of me.
It's
no
Dr.
doubt.
Sparky's 2-ball root juice. There you go. Dr. Sparky's 2-ball root juice.
Well, that's on you.
That does not sound like something anybody could drink. That sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah, you guys are talking about Guy was looking to lose weight. We had a guy here in Cincinnati. He's one of the lead salespeople for 50 West Brewing. So for Easter, for Lent, he went on an only drinking beer diet, gave up food.
Well, he was near
Muff.
you. I heard all about him, man. I heard all
Lost
about it.
lost 44 pounds over the 6 weeks.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
And was never really hammered. Like he did it. Like he worked.
Like,
He did
how,
it. Like
how
he
do
worked
you,
everything out. It
He
was
did. He
fucking
just
crazy,
did like
man.
he did like 2 to 5 beers a day, and that was his main nutrients. And drank
Wow.
water.
I
Yeah.
drank
Okay.
water and that. Like, how would you even like during a normal work day? Like, it's wondering how you get by through work drinking
I
beer.
don't know
Well,
what
he
did.
works at a brewery,
Oh well, that's easy then.
so
That makes it easy.
He has a YouTube channel. He documented like he did like
Yeah.
weekly vlogs and updates and shit.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I can't think of the YouTube channel's name, but
well,
I'm sure if
50
you
West. 50 West is the brewery, but if you were to Google 50 West, or man
I was gonna
loses
say,
44 pounds.
What was he drinking? Michelob Ultra or something?
No, I mean, they're a craft brewery. He was drinking their beers they actually make, so different ones. So you think
Oh.
about it, like when they used to not feed prisoners, they used to give them stouts and stuff. There's some nutrients in beers, so you can
Oh,
drink
yeah?
some of that to
well,
your
and
beer.
the monks and stuff that
Yeah,
used
exactly.
to that was liquid bread.
Yeah, when they fasted and
doppelbox and
everything.
shit or something
Yeah.
style. And yeah,
Yeah.
but there's a internet channel that I watch. It's like one of my news channels called Internet Today, and it's just two really fucking hilarious guys doing the news, and they've actually been talking about this guy for a little while, and they
Yeah.
made the point like about the whole weight loss thing because like people talk about how beer will give you the beer belly and stuff, but that's because you're drinking beer, which has a lot of calories, on top of eating a bunch of food that has calories. But
Yeah.
if you're just drinking beer, that's a lot less calories than your food would be, kind of thing. So yeah,
Well, if you're drinking beers and you're active, like I'm sure with him being in sales, he was moving around and stuff too. And
yeah,
the most
If you're
problem,
if you're exercise and then
like
you-
I
What?
get nothing but props for that guy, man. Like cheers to him. That's awesome.
Did you say sales guys get around?
I said move around, but
No,
some sales guys may get around.
no.
You never know.
No.
Depending on your industry, it could happen. Yeah.
they fly around a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're actually doing a lot of work travel, it's hard to keep the weight off. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're doing a lot of that stuff, but I mean, I know people like in our industry that they're wholesalers and they're selling, but they do work out in the gyms at the hotels to keep in shape. They
Yeah,
won't
I
be.
see those losers.
Yeah.
Even
You just walking by with a beer, like, what the hell you doing, man?
even just getting up and going for a nice, good walk every day, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just being somewhat active. Like my job, I'm very lucky that like that's like pretty much all the exercise I need. I'm climbing around on shit. I'm fucking lifting, carrying stuff, and a shift of work is a pretty decent workout for me.
Yeah, I know when I did like outside sales before, and I'd have to go like to visit sales reps because I was like basically wholesaling to them. But it was like you'd have 2 lunch meetings on your calendar because you'd have your schedule set up. So like, well, shit, I got to go here, and you got to eat something because nobody wants to eat alone. So it's like a salad here and some type of tuna something at another place or whatever. You never finish it all because you already eaten.
Right.
I hear the hotel gyms are the worst though.
Oh, they are bad. Yeah, they are. It's like if you had a membership somewhere else and that gym's in your town, you go to LA Fitness or whatever gym may be, you work out there.
Randomly enough, the mine that I go and do the hood fan at twice a year, the gym they have there rivals like any place that I've ever been that you've paid to go to. Like the money they put into this place for their employees is freakish. Like diamonds are worth way more than they should be. It's stupid. Like look at my little clear piece of blah blah blah. Marry me. Look at like it doesn't make sense. This little tiny piece of whatever that you could just lose and randomly is gone. Oh, I hit something with my ring and now it broke off. It's lost forever. Like $3,000 piece of rock.
It's like, how many people died in that mine trying to get you that diamond?
This is Canada, dude. The safety regulations at this mine are beyond insane. Like they're, if you're beyond, I think it's like 2 meters. So I guess like about 6.5 feet, I think, is roughly 2 meters for anybody who doesn't understand.
The people that
if you're above that height, you have to have full fall protect, like full fall arrest and shit. Wow. Like the place is insane for safety, man.
I was just trying to say, Redbeard, the people that eat at the canteens and do the mining on the shit that these mines that you go to pay for your bills when they need their hood fan cleaned.
The higher up people pay for that. The people doing the shit aren't paying that. Come on now.
Why are you gonna shit on the people doing the lower pay stuff?
Yeah, they're Redbeard. You feel like you're so much better than everybody else.
I'm
gracious.
shitting on
So
the
you're
diamond
gracious for everybody that
industry
kicks
in
into the
general
pocket.
because it doesn't make any sense to me. That like
Yeah,
they've built up this like how did they start that? Like, oh, you need a diamond ring to propose to somebody, kind of like how did that even start? It should cost 6 months of your salary and all this crazy shit. They're saying. Like what? What for a ring? For a ring? Are you kidding me?
Is it 6 months of salary? It used to be 2 months of salary. when I got married.
Even if it's 2, whatever it is, like
It was all capital.
That's a lot of money for a
whatever. I
fucking
mean,
ring.
after De Beers diamond found, we had a lot of it going.
That's who owns the mine that I go through. Yeah.
Yeah. They got to get rich, right? So they're gonna come up with all kinds.
Oh,
of shit.
they're rich. Oh, they're so rich. The mine apparently costs $1 million a day to run.
That's
fuck.
rich.
Yeah, that's rich.
So, like, imagine the profit they're making. Like it's in the middle of nowhere, and rather than I don't know, like set up some kind of generator system or build some kind of turbine or some way to make power, they ran hydro lines through the middle of the bush, like 400 kilometers of it, to give this place power. I think that cost nearly like $100 million or something. And then right now they're in shutdown mode. So the mine, it's basically done. They're tearing it apart now. So all this stuff, and now they're done.
So are they done mining, or are they just closing it down for renovations, or
No,
something?
they're done mining. Like it's called the kimberlite pipe or something, where like it's the kimberlite is the material that is most diamond prolific or whatever you say. I don't know the word right now. Prolific, whatever. But yeah, there's tubes that go down.
Craig,
sorry.
What are you saying, Craig?
Sorry,
Craig.
So it just sounds stupid.
Oh,
why would you spend that much on wires when you got wind and solar power?
Dude,
what do you do now? How old is this place?
It opened in 2009.
Jeez, yeah. Why wouldn't you use wind and sun?
Yeah,
Right.
well, and it's like I took a picture one time when I was there of an icicle, and like this is the surface that the icicle was on, and this is the icicle. Because the wind is so constant there. Like there's never not wind. The solar might not work so well because it's almost always cloudy. But they would get all the power they needed from one big wind turbine, I'm sure of it.
One of the two is.
Yeah, and and like I said, now because there's a more kimberlite pipes or whatever they call them around, and they've surveyed them and stuff. And it's either they don't have enough diamond potential, or the Indian people that own the land want them to go away now. Because it's like there's this big treaty thing that had to happen because they're on like a reserve land kind of thing.
Yeah.
And all this shit. Like, yeah, it's weird, man. The whole diamond industry is just fucking weird. Like I understand for like, cutting and stuff, like diamond coated whatever discs and cutting things, and that they make really good cutting tools.
Right.
But as far as jewelry and stuff, it just I don't get that at all. I guess maybe because I'm a guy and I don't care about jewelry. If I said this stuff to some particular person who was all about diamond life, and they might be able to make an attempt at making me change my mind, but they'd probably fail. Where did Lee go?
I took off. Is he doing his podcasting tonight?
I think he does them on Friday nights, but I know if he took off to get that set up.
Yeah, he got sick of listening to Redbeard all.
It's been known to happen now.
Yeah. So he looks at it.
I think
he does this Friday night thing.
Yeah,
I see PA Brunus is in the chat too.
Oh, is he off tonight?
Oh, is he doing he does the thing with Lee, doesn't he?
He was. I know. I don't know if he was. I know he's got a weird thing on his work schedule. He might be doing it with Lee. If not, he might be freed up.
Well, I sent him a link through Facebook, so he's welcome to come on if he wants.
I haven't talked to Joe in a while. I don't know if Joe's working or anything.
Joe's got like a weird work schedule lately. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's been. I know at one point I think he was covering with some other guy that was there. So.
Everybody's just gonna skip over the fact that Rod said that Paul might be doing it with Lee.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We're mature here, Red. We're mature.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
We can hear the words. We can
Comfortable
hear
having
and say
fruit
the
in that
words
one.
doing it without getting dirty thoughts.
Red's like, you're gonna miss that low hanging fruit that's right there in front of you.
Come on.
Hanging,
It's right there. Grab it.
Low hanging fruit like testicles in his face.
Sucker for
Tenacious
that.
D has a song called Low Hanging Fruit. It's pretty good.
Sometimes you have to let it hang. That's all. You just let it hang.
Oh, random music thing. Rammstein released a new video today out of the blue. It's great, and if anybody likes that type of music, I highly recommend check it out.
Right? And if it feels good out, leave it out.
Yeah. What does Ewer do? Ewer's muted himself. Must be eating or something.
I don't know what you were doing. He was just busy ignoring us.
Or maybe he's doing a little. Maybe he's doing a little something.
Well, no, he's not.
No, just getting the kids to bed.
Oh, okay.
He used to be the sales rep, getting around.
Couldn't get around.
They're up early. Jesus.
So what's going over in the UK, Craig? What's happening?
Not much really. Just same old.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
real news in the beer world. It's just about everything that's been going on over here. So
Just waiting for that. What is it? Halloween Brexit now?
apparently,
Well, I saw in the UK they told our boy he had no room at the Buckingham Palace. They're like, nope, you can't stay here.
Told our boy.
They told Trump, nope, we're booked up. You can't stay here.
That's funny.
So that was interesting.
Did you see he called himself a vibrant young man today?
yeah, I saw that.
God.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
But he's comparing himself against Biden, who is going to battle the old guys. It's going to be like what was that old movie with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, like old men or something?
The Odd Couple.
No, the old grumpy old man.
Grumpy old man. Okay, yeah.
Gone
Dude.
fishing.
I watched that movie. at my grandparents' house, and it was me and my sisters
Cocoon.
and a few people. It was like my grandma and my grandpa and a couple of their friends and stuff. And the only time in my life that I ever saw
Dragnet.
my grandma laugh so hard that she was crying. It was a fucking hell of a thing.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Good film. Dragnet is a good film.
Dragnet.
Dragnet.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Randomly, who's
Sunset
the
Boulevard.
youngest? Who's the youngest president there's ever been? Randomly,
John F. Kennedy. No,
JFK?
actually, wasn't Obama younger than Kennedy now? I think Obama was. I thought he became the young guy. It was Kennedy, but I thought Obama might have.
did Obama be the first two things? Really, that'd be impressive.
No, I don't think he was. I think Kennedy was still
Kennedy
younger.
was still younger.
Theodore Roosevelt was 42 in 322 days when William McKinley was assassinated.
You got a good memory.
No, it's called Google. It's called
Come on,
Google.
Nick. He
We
was
need
giving
to
it to
get
you.
Nick on
You're taking-
Jeopardy.
Yeah, he's keyboard than anybody else.
No, it's called Google. Look, oldest is Donald Trump.
I like how it looks like it's the youngest president of us that you searched for. That's funny.
Yeah. So who was the youngest
that's-
then? Was it? Was it?
It was Theodore Roosevelt. That was
It
the
was
youngest
Theodore.
president.
So Theodore was younger than Kennedy. Huh, interesting.
Yeah. How
He's
old?
like, Nick, find a list of the ages. Come on, you're
That's
the
the
fast one.
presidents by age. Well, yeah. There's a
You don't have
Wikipedia article here.
I
So
don't want to lean forward and grab.
you don't have to.
JFK was 43 years old, 36 days, and Bill Clinton was only slightly older than that.
There it is.
Barack
Theodore.
Obama was 47.
Oh, so it was
Oh
all-
yeah! Wow, that much difference. Okay.
Anybody who guessed JFK was, pretty fucking close.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt though was the youngest.
I thought JFK.
But Red,
Off the top of my
you're still wrong.
What?
I said, but Red, you're still wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't even make a guess, so you go to hell.
Oh, Reagan was
So wrong.
69 when
Oh,
he got.
Right there, Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
Reagan was older.
Oldest
That's why the
president.
Alzheimer's kicked in the second term.
But
Yeah,
he's
right.
the oldest president ever is a vibrant young man, baby. Like,
Yeah, really.
God
He
damn.
grabs him by the pussy.
Stable
Yeah.
genius.
He's a stable genius. Eh?
Yeah.
Jesus, just the things he has said about himself are just.
Hey,
Oh.
Drunken
Yeah,
one's in
sure.
the chat. Drunken one's in the chat.
Keep up with any of that shit.
No. You got full alignment. You got it right behind you.
We got Drunken
Oh,
One
the
and Rod.
flag.
Drunken One and Rod are both a couple of, actually, and I guess you were as well. You're down there. You guys are all some of the good ones.
Uh-huh.
He said,
Oh.
Let's
right.
get hard.
Maybe not.
Let's get little hard.
I'm just waiting for Drunken one to say the South shall rise again.
Yeah, easy enough. Ain't nothing about that. That was way before my time. That's just something that shows that I live down here. I'm proud of being in Texas.
I just like
Amazing
watching
to-
Craig. I just like watching Craig's expressions the whole time. Craig's like, we don't have this over here.
Drunken One is like, he's like our modern day our Hank Hill. Good, one of them good.
What?
You haven't heard the way these folks live down here. No, I don't. I have
You
way.
haven't heard the way they talk about propane and propane
I
accessories.
brew beer and make and brew.
Are you gonna get done profiling me?
I'm sorry. You're profiling me.
Hey, you don't realize how we roll down here. All right, now let's be done with that. Okay.
We love you,
I don't
man.
want to call everybody out. Let's not go there. Cheers. To the
I wasn't going anywhere.
How's your sprouts?
My sprouts, they're not sprouting so good right now. Actually, my peas are going very well. Now that you ask, I guess I'll mention it. But my peas are sprouted. I've got one tomato about the size of $50.
Give peas a chance.
It's early in the season. Yeah, it's early in the season. Yeah, the peas, pick them as much as you can. What I have been getting is every 2 days, like a bunch of asparagus. Asparagus is expensive to buy.
Yeah,
I get asparagus out there every couple of days, a bunch of them. Excuse me. And every spring they come around. You don't have to replant them. Every spring they'll come around for years and years. You just throw more compost on top of them, and they keep coming up.
Are you growing peppers too?
I've got a lot of peppers growing out there. I don't have any peppers yet. I do have Tabasco. I get a bunch of Tabasco peppers off a plant that was given to me a few months back. Get a bunch of little Tabasco. So y'all want some Tabasco peppers or seeds or whatever? Let me know.
Yeah, I love peppers. I was thinking about starting to grow peppers here, actually.
Oh yeah, you can do it.
I mean, you can eat a jalapeno pepper and have more vitamin C than you do an orange. I mean,
I gotta go for some more low hanging fruit. Next, give peas a chance. Comment.
Yeah, we let that go. You didn't have to go back to it.
Really?
Yeah. We all heard it. We all heard it.
You can't let that go.
That's all we were saying.
That was
Look,
so bad.
Lee's not here to tell me off for saying that.
Peter the Clueless Drinker's been on a writer's strike. He's not writing for Nick right now, so we just let things go.
Ongoing thing too. I remember that one, right?
Which I haven't seen Peter in a while. How's he doing? Have you talked to him, Craig, at all? Or I haven't seen.
Yeah, it was on a couple of weeks ago on the 101.
Okay.
Yeah, when we did the global.
Yeah, Peter the blonde guy, the albino guy, Peter. What's his name? What's his channel name?
It's Peter, the Clueless Drinker.
Clueless Drinker. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Clueless Drinker.
Yeah, good. I knew that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, he's doing all right. Yeah, I mean, he's just working shifts and stuff. So when things are going on, he's working or sleeping or whatever. So it's sort of, unless it lands on a day where he's free, then it's all good.
I feel like he works like late, like kind of
late.
Like
very early.
Because like I'll come home from work at like 4 a.m. and stay up until like 8 a.m. and 8 a.m. when I'm going to go to bed, he's like doing a live stream, drinking some beer or something like that. Like, dude,
that sounds like Craig.
I feel like he's like, gonna go to bed after that, but it's like still day. Like me, like if I get home at 5 or 6 in the morning, I'm gonna have some beers and stuff. So it might be like 9, even 10 a.m. when I go to bed sometimes. And I might be all drunk at 10 a.m. in the morning, but for me, it's not 10 a.m. in the morning. It's like my bedtime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like your happy hour is like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
Exactly.
That is crazy.
I used to do that. I used to come home 7:30 in the morning and crack open a few beers. Just before I was starting to review, I was like,
it's like unless I have something to do the next day and I need to wake up before like things close, then otherwise I can just have some beers, watch a movie or something, and then
I used to do when I worked midnights in Detroit, coming off the shift. A bunch of us would go down to the local bar. It opened at 7.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I would just.
Wow.
Stopping at the gas station, picking up a couple of tall boys or whatever. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else looking at you like, oh, this guy's got a problem.
They just changed the rules, and on like the fucking PC government we have now is like doing nothing good for anything except like alcoholics. It's ridiculous. Like that beer is going to be sold in the corner stores, doing shit all over the place.
Is that cause of Rob? Is that Rob Ford or is he just for Toronto?
Doug Ford.
Okay, Doug Ford. Rob's the one that died.
Rob Ford, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Like they extended the hours, and now I think working in a bar or a restaurant, you were never allowed to serve alcohol before 11 a.m. That was like when you could serve your first beer. And I think now it's like 9 or something like that. They like brought it way back as well. They're trying to get everybody drunk so that nobody pays attention to how they're just destroying everything.
Or maybe they think people need to drink because they're destroying everything.
Yeah, basically, Rob says, no, do they still sell no name beer? That's pretty much the buck of beer that.
No, it was a buck of beer. It was a buck of beer for that one weekend. And
I saw some of the LCBO.
It's 10 something for a 6-pack right now.
Oh, I see. I'd still try it, but I mean, it sounds like hot garbage.
Yeah,
all right, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you later.
Gotta go. As soon as we started talking about no name beer, you were out of here.
Yeah, later.
Later.
See you, man.
Like no name beer. There's nothing.
Is it worse than Menhouse?
Is it called no name beer? Is it really just like that?
Well, yeah, like the brand, the no name brand is a thing up here in Canada. No name brand.
Oh,
it's like just.
I didn't know if the can literally physically.
You know what? Right now, I have one no name product in my freezer. Let me show you right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally like a yellow label brand X brand sold at Loblaws superstores or grocery stores.
I was cleaning the hood at Independent, and while I was walking through the back, I like glanced in the fridge. I was like, oh, "Really? I've never seen that flavor of that." And I got 2 cheddar jalapeno.
Oh, okay. It's just pretty generic stuff. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's just like that's
the store brand or whatever.
And the box of beer is like beer. It just says beer on it.
Does it really? Yeah. I remember that from back in the day. It's been a long time ago. Yeah, it would say like light beer or beer, and it was the store brand, but it was like black labels. It was like stenciled on there. It looked like it. I don't know.
Yeah, like literally, this is it right here. Beer.
12 ounces. Okay, that's the same damn thing, right?
Yeah, it literally just says beer. No name beer.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just exactly what you expect. It's going to be
$3.88.
like a bottle of Bud or a bottle of Canadian or whatever. It's just kind of very generic lager.
What's the ABV? Is it decent?
5.
Is it like
5? Okay, it's beer. It's beer then. Yeah, all right.
It's brewed by isn't it brewed by Brick Brewing, like Waterloo?
I think something like that. Yeah, like again, it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Down here.
For a buck of beer, like it's a buck of beer plus deposit, so I think it was 10 cents a bottle, so it came out to $6.60 for that 6-pack.
Yeah.
That's a good deal for that beer.
Yeah, that's fair.
For $10, I'll probably grab something else.
Right. Yeah, there's I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to say something. I fucking totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, down here. I don't know where I was going with it. So down here, it's hard to find sometimes, but there's one called Hams. I don't know if y'all.
We get Hams here.
8 2 M. Yeah. That's it's It was $2.99 a 6-pack of Tall Boys.
Holy fuck!
There's like old school prices. I'm talking about old school prices. And it's not a bad beer.
Actually, yeah, Hams isn't a bad adjunct lager, and no, by no means.
It really isn't. I mean, for that style, I'm not really into that so much, but.
No, but again, like if you get something cheap that's decent, you keep.
Oh
I forget how expensive it was. But like one of my first visits to buy beer in the States, I bought a pack of Rolling Rock because I couldn't believe.
Oh, that's cheap. Yeah.
Like $4 or some shit for 6 Tall Boy cans.
Rolling Rock was one of the first kind of non-Budweiser super macro beers that I enjoyed.
Well, they're out of Pennsylvania, so I went to school at West Virginia in college, and we used to get a lot of their stuff down there. So.
Homebrew beers. You can keep all that spending a bunch of money. See my IPA? I'm proud of it. You ride see me on the last one.
But how much does it cost you to make a 5-gallon batch of that?
Give me just literally just a second. I'm gonna reach for that notebook and switch to the right page. I'm not sure. It was less than $50 for 10 gallons. I guess I can just put it that way.
That's not bad. Yeah.
10 gallons is 100 bottles of beer on the wall. It's 4 cases. It was $22.66 for 5 gallons. So 40.
What's your ABV on it though?
It's 6.5. 6.56 is what it said. To be very honest, I didn't check the finishing gravity, but it's done.
And you went all grain.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, all grain. Yeah. It's about 22 pounds of horse food for the most part.
Yeah, well, you go all grain versus extract. It definitely helps to cut the cost down.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It takes longer, so I enjoy the process of doing it. But there are days where it's like I just need to get some beer, and so I get that extract, and 2 hours from start to cleanup, I'm done. And of course the fermentation time is the same. It's going to take about a week.
Yeah.
Do you like how many batches do you have on the go at one time?
As many as I can afford right now. I've got, to be honest, right? So I've got. Well, you try to stay ahead of it, That way you're not having to buy commercial beer.
Oh yeah.
There's probably about 3 gallons in like on tap right now. I have another 3-gallon thing right there. Here, check this out. I'll show you. I showed the other chat, but I didn't show y'all.
So you don't drink. You don't drink much, then?
I don't.
Moderation.
That's 6 gallons here. There's another 5. I'm pointing the camera the wrong freaking way. Okay, let me click on my screen.
No,
let me see what I'm seeing.
It's all good.
Okay, so there's 5 gallons over there. Pardon my crappy camera. There's another 6 gallons over here. Oh, I'm going the wrong freaking way. Anyway, there's 2 big ass glass vessels there.
Yeah, we see it.
Down kind of between them is another gallon. Down there. There's another gallon down there, and all of them have hoses going into here because they're all expelling CO2, and they're puking. Like if you look at this one, my camera so sucks. Anyway, that Krausen stuff, it goes all the way to the top, and some of it's starting to come out of the hose. So it's expelling a bunch of CO2, and some of it's like foam into there. So another week, and they'll about a week, and they'll be done, and. Let them settle out a couple more days. The right thing to do. I tweak the camera for
so I take it you're a light drinker.
Yeah, I drink whatever the hell I get. They call me drinking one for a reason, huh?
Drunken several, more like.
What's the most you've ever had on the go at one time?
I don't know. I never actually thought about that. Okay, so I've got those going there, and then that one down there. As a matter of fact, today I took a bunch of mint. I got a bunch of mint out in the garden. I took a bunch of mint, peeled all the leaves off of them, put them in a kettle, got the water to 175, let them sit for an hour. Went to the dollar store, got 8 pounds of sugar, 8 pounds of sugar, and made it into just a sugary solution. A simple sugar solution, and got all the leaves out of the mint, poured all that shit together, popped it in one of those vessels like that, and it came up its original gravity. Now I don't want to confuse anybody. It should be about a 9.6% wine when it's done. I put 8 tea bags in there for tannins. It's important, and that's just you got to do that. And then I need to put like a handful of raisins in there. I can't find the raisins in the pantry, but the raisins can go in tomorrow, and that's like yeast nutrient. And it's going to take a couple of months to be done. It's going to take a while, but there's 5 gallons of 9% tea wine, tea and mint wine. So that I did today. So I don't know how many I've ever had going at once, but I hadn't really thought about that. As many as I can really. I've got more glass vessels, so it's just a matter of time.
How long have you been homebrewing? Like,
good question.
Because like the shit you just really there, like you're fucking making this, and you got to put this in it, throw raisins in it, and this. Like, how do you know this crazy shit, man?
Google.
Before my channel originated, I'm not sure how old my channel is, but before that, even I don't know. A long time, a while, 4 or 5 years, I guess. If I had to throw a number at it, I would rather make
4 or 5 years.
Look at the glass lacing on that.
So then 4 years.
4 years. 4 years. Call me when you hit 8. I'm kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
What home brewing?
Yeah, I haven't done any home brewing. I'd love to try.
How long has Ashley been home? Did you say 8? Was it 8?
Oh.
Is he the 8? Oh, I thought you were like referencing something with 8.
I am. No, I've been on you. This is my 8th anniversary on Beertube.
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is this the
Sunday?
This
Sunday is, but I'm not going to be. I'm busy Sunday, so.
Oh, isn't that the name? I've seen that in the somewhere. Okay, yeah, I popped up things, and so that was in the room name, right? Wasn't it?
Say what?
What's the name of this room?
Late Night Booze Bags, 8 years on Beertube. That's a reference to Maxwell Star's beer review being on YouTube for 8 years. Come Sunday.
Right, that's what I thought. 17, 8
So
years.
you're not doing an 8th anniversary show on Sunday?
No, I'm busy, and I got a whole day thing going on, and of course, Game of Thrones at the end. What am I doing? Camera club outing. So
you're business,
none of your business. No, that's fine. I'm leading a camera club expedition out to some back road out towards Moncton, so it's like an hour and a half from here.
Cool.
So we're doing some trip. We're basically exploring the back roads of southeastern New Brunswick. So.
Nice.
Probably be back home late, but hopefully in time to catch the 3rd episode of Game of Thrones this season, which is supposed to be the most epic of them all.
So you're big on Game of Thrones.
Oh, I love Game of Thrones.
Oh yes.
Still haven't watched.
The night is dark and full of terrors.
You watch Game of Thrones, Craig?
No.
No?
I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
I watch TV.
I don't watch TV. I fall asleep in a movie theater, so I'm not good for movies either.
I get why people do it. It's just not, we're all different. It's not for me.
I just never got into. My wife watched. I just never really caught my interest enough to get into it.
Yeah.
It's just I get annoyed with TV where I'm like, I watch something and then I've been watching it for a few hours, and all of a sudden I realise it's wasted 2 of my hours that
I'm doing something else, right?
Yeah.
Then you go spend your 4 hours talking to people on YouTube.
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
At least it works. It's not mindless. My girl, she'll get into something, and she'll get like the whole episode, all the episodes, or whatever, the box set. And so I'll see the same program for like 2 weeks in a row when I'm passing through. I don't know what. She binge watches shit back to back.
Watch the whole thing.
But see, my wife watches Game of Thrones, and then she'll like rewatch it on Monday night. Like, why are you rewatching it? She's like, because I want to see my series. You just watched it last night. What did you? She's like, I always see things differently. I'm like, it's the same damn show.
I've rewatched Game of Thrones all the way through like 3 or 4 times now.
It's like if I watch The Shining, I know at some point when Catman walks around that corner, he's going to get the axe from Jack Nicholson. It doesn't change. It never changes. It's always going to be in the movie. Why would I want to watch it again?
What were you saying, Craig? You were saying something and you got cut off.
No, just I'd rather talk to people that's real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
It's just me.
It's much more mentally stimulating for
Well, it's true, and it's more social. It's not like
it's called socializing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
even if we're Even if we're all
Also,
nowhere near to each other, then it's still a social. It's kind of like sitting at the bar chatting with your buddies, even if it's just on your computer.
Yeah, we're all over the world. Yeah,
exactly.
That's the best part.
But yeah, I'm always
It sucks that every now and then you can't
Cheers to that.
and like give one of you guys a little smack now and then in real life.
Shut up, Redbeard. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. I did.
We're cheersing now, damn it. Yeah, no, I've wanted to reach through the screen a couple times and hit some people. It's funny I said the word scream when I said there's a guy. His name is Drewski Brewski. He gets on these panels like this. And I don't know why anybody lets him on the panels. And he'll scream like he's got Tourette's. Everybody's talking. He'll like, Wah! He drinks. I shouldn't be telling stories like this, huh? But
it's not like a pterodactyl scream, right?
Yeah, but see, that is very controlled and only happens when I wanted to. So,
it's like whenever anybody asks you to Redbeard do a pterodactyl scream.
Yeah, but
can you do it now? Can you do it on point?
Well, yeah.
There you go. See, totally
yeah.
do it.
But like, apparently, I also do a pterodactyl scream when I eat something that's too hot. Greg pointed that out. So
or a sausage or something.
Well, that was a very, very hot. It just came out of the oven. It was super, super hot, and yeah. It was
hot. It's hot sausage in your mouth. Let me get this straight.
Yes, it was.
Take it all in, drunk.
It was so juicy.
Oh, hang you through, baby.
Totally not.
It is what it is.
Totally not gay.
But yeah, anyway, I was going to say, drunken one.
I'm going out, so anyway, it's 20 past 4. I'm going to head
out. 420. You said the wrong way. It's 420.
Yeah, 420. Woo!
Yeah,
420.
Redbeard knows what it is. Yeah, you were over there. It's 420.
So cheers, Craig. It was good hanging out, Craig.
Thanks for coming on, Craig. You were actually capable to come on one of these little Friday night days.
Good. It's all good. Yeah.
You got it sorted.
What? Yeah. Cheers.
What? Cheers.
I don't know. See you later.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers, brother.
Adios.
I'm just packing this up. I just sold this on eBay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you sold it? Super Nintendo game?
Yeah. So in the box. Street Fighter 2 Turbo in the box.
You never took it out.
Oh, I've taken it out. I've the box and manual and everything is my original childhood copy of Street Fighter 2 Turbo. However, I lost the cartridge years ago and I still had the box. So I found a copy of the cartridge, put it in the box, and I'm selling it on eBay, which I just sold for like $30-some.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Someone bought Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo for $30-something?
Yeah. Why?
Because like the PS4 games, you can get good deals. Like around, like why would you go back and pay that?
It's for the original. It's the original console.
Some people love the retro.
People want to do that.
That's more than I could expect anybody ever want to pay for something. Oh, look who it is! Superstar in the house.
Wow.
RESPCT. That's what Matt Dabkins does. Anyway, how you doing there, Massive Furies?
Oh, hanging in there, brother. How about yourself?
Doing okay. Enjoying the 8th anniversary hangout that nobody knows what it's the 8th anniversary for, apparently.
I knew.
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
does it matter? Does it matter?
We all know, but does anybody really care that much? Is the thing?
Yeah, right. Well, I said, like somebody said, I think it was Drunken One said that he's been on YouTube for like 4 years, and I'm like, yeah, call me when you're 8. And then Redbeard's like, oh, who's been on YouTube for 8 years? I'm like, fuck you, Redbeard.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying about the homebrewing thing. I didn't realize you were when you said 8. I didn't get your reference.
It was a joke. Anyway,
I thought you were making a reference to the homebrewing thing because I wasn't saying YouTube thing. I asked how long he'd been homebrewing. He said 4 years. And you were like, call it to 8. So I was like,
I've never homebrewed, but
where did that reference? Yeah, so you fucked up on your reference totally.
Anyway,
your name is Needle Dick. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing pretty awesome, actually. Long day, busy day, but good day. You know, I'm having a beer and life doesn't suck. I mean,
Right?
What
That's all we
what
can
else?
really
What
ask
else?
at this point.
What else do you need?
Yeah, what is it? Right. Life doesn't suck, right? Wait, are you at work or something? You have like gut feelings in your home?
Well, I'm downstairs. I've never done this before. Actually, I'm like trying to do something from my iPad.
Okay.
So this is
a
like
very
not where I.
angle
What?
to see you from. It's very unusual.
It's yeah, you maybe put your camera a little higher or something maybe, but no, I was just curious that you have like drop ceilings. You're at home? You're in the basement at your home.
Yeah, I'm in a basement. This is my home theater. That's my projector. And then
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
like
yeah.
a home theater screen there, and I do all.
I was just I was
So I
kind
was
of
playing.
confused
I was
by your
playing a
feeling.
video game. I was playing a video game, and I saw you guys were on, so I figured I'd just kind of click on and go from there.
Oh yeah.
How the transition go moving to New Jersey?
Well, I mean, it is what it's awesome actually. I was born and raised in Jersey. I actually up until I was 12, I lived here. So it's not foreign to me. I spent a lot of time down here,
Right.
But it's more like I've never lived on a farm before. Like I live on a farm. I have cows and chickens and goats and shit now. So it's like kind of crazy.
I kind of grew up on a farm, man. Farms are awesome. Farms are awesome.
And it's cool, man. Like we have like it's a working farm. Like I have like the cows that we have. I'm gonna eat them. You know what I mean? Like they're not pets. You know what I mean? Like the chickens.
Don't name the cow. Don't name the cow.
Yeah. Oh, we named one. We called him Velio because he's a baby. It's gonna be delicious.
Velio.
But
that is
yeah,
fucking horrible. Actually, that's so bad.
yeah.
We have cows here, and we're gonna eat them.
Yeah. So
So
it's cool, man. I dig it. It's cool, man. Like, and honestly, like I love Jersey. Like I said, I was born here, but just from a strictly beer standpoint, like I am like ensconced in crazy beer. Like it's like I like where I moved. I am minimum an hour and a half from like a bonkers amount of breweries. Yeah. Like within an hour and a half, I can go to like insane. Like I could be in New York City. I can be in Philly.
Hey, shut up.
Well, yeah, no. You asked.
Shut up, Redbeard.
I'm telling.
No, you're
I never asked. I don't even hear
you're making me homesick because I grew up in Jersey. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We're in Jersey.
I can drive an hour and a half and get to maybe like 5.
Where?
I grew up in Burlington, so just south of you. Probably because you're in Hope. So Burlington, Bristol Bridge, Mount Holly, Trenton.
Oh, okay, you're down more towards Philly, right?
Yeah, like half hour from Philly. So yeah, my mom's still there in Mount Laurel right now. Yeah,
see, I grew up in Toms River, Seaside, and that's like moved away, and then now I'm in Hope, and Hope is middle of nowhere. Basically, Hope is almost Pennsylvania, but it is what it is. But
were you like West Philadelphia, born and raised?
No, I was in New Jersey.
Shut up, Redbeard.
What the hell? What the hell, Nick?
No, but actually for Matt, Kyle,
I want to tell you to shut up so much.
Kyle asked if I was going to try to get to your signature because he was going to try to come down from New York. And I said, well, my mom does want me to come back up to New Jersey later on, so I'm going to try to get back, see if I can maybe get time. I got to see what else is going on here, but her being in Mount Laurel, New Jersey is about probably an hour and a half from where you're at, I believe. So.
Yeah, it's not far, man.
Yeah.
It's not far.
All right. Awesome. I'm gonna be.
Do you have any plans to like maybe
left out? I'm down here.
Any plans to maybe plant some hops or any cool shit like that in your farm there, buddy?
Well, it's a livestock farm. It's not like a plant farm. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you gotta have a bit of room you can play with.
Well, no, I'm going to though, but I'm going to, and I'm just gonna donate them to either friends or like local brewers. And
whatever you do,
man.
man.
So I'm gonna put some binds up next year, and then just kind of like see what happens and grow some shit that I'm interested in, and then be like, hey, have at it, and we'll see what happens. So.
Right. Well, you your rhizomes. You have to. You got to buy the rhizomes. They're more like roots. And the first year that they come up, they're not going to be worth a shit. Second year when they come up, you pick some, but not all. After that, it's whatever they produce. It's just like asparagus.
I know what man. You say you want to donate them. You need to donate them, but then potentially, hopefully, donate them to a brewery, and then you collaborate on a beer with your hops in that brewery.
Sure.
Well,
that'd be
like
really-
I don't even have that kind of like. It's just a matter of like, I'll grow
That'd be fun.
because I
Yeah,
have the land do it,
Sure.
and they make it. I'm sure they'll reciprocate, but whatever. It's all
Well,
good.
I'm
man.
not-
It's not the first. It's not the first time I grew hops, and
That'd be
not
cool.
the first time I gave it away, and I'm not going to expect anything of it. So.
No, but I'm not saying like expect. I'm just saying that would be a cool thing to approach a brewery and be like, hey, like a brewery that you like really like or something like that. You got a good relationship with. I got these hops. I
Yeah.
want to give them to you. Do you want to maybe let me collaborate on a beer with you, kind of thing? That'd be cool, I think.
I'd probably end up giving it to one of my homebrew buddies that's like totally in homebrew as opposed to because honestly, I'm not going to make enough. You know what I mean? By the time I produce,
there's not going to be that much.
it's just not. It's not going to be nowhere near enough to do anything unless they did some kind of kooky like small cast dry hop bullshit. But we'll see.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. It takes up a lot of room.
Really
They get
cool.
very tall. You got to have them on lines.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just thinking like long-term big hop crop kind of thing.
Oh no, it's a lot of specialized equipment that it takes to take.
I think. Well, here, honestly, like if like approaching your thought process from a different angle, Redbeard, or should I say my angle is, I think you're totally 100% like underestimating my laziness and how I don't want to do anything ever. So that might come into play.
That's a very complex way of saying "shut up, Redbeard."
Slap you in your goddamn face.
Well, Matt, with you being in New Jersey now, have you had Spellbound Brewing yet? I know I asked you before Pennsylvania. I think you can see it.
Weirdly enough, I had Spellbound infinitely more when I lived in PA. Their big thing they do is like their world class beers, like their wood based porter. I think it's a Palo Santo porter they do, and I reviewed it actually, and I thought it was okay. It didn't blow me away, but this is like literally like they just launched the second I fucking drank it. But since I moved to Jersey, like crickets, not just for me, but from everybody else. So I know they exist. They're like far enough away to where it's like not easy for me. So I don't see them on my shelves, and the only way I'm going to get them is to go to them. So no. Long answer is no.
Well, I have to check out. That's actually my high school classmate that actually started that brewery. So I was curious. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. So
I've had cool the porter. I've had a couple other beers, but like I said, 3 or 4 years ago is when I had them. Like when they opened, like about 3. I think they opened like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah,
or something like that. That's when I originally had all their stuff. But I have not had anything from them at least a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, so it's been a while. Yeah, I know they got awards on a couple of their brews, or at least one of them I know at one of the award shows. It might have been out at Great American or whatever, but I want to check them out. So when I come back there, he's like, "You got to come by the brewery when you're here." So, but they're out of Mount Holly, New Jersey. There.
Make sure you bring like a good a $5 bill with you. You brought your deal.
Right, he's good for the night. Yeah, I got these $5. Okay, that's all good, Rod. No, you take your $5. We're gonna feed you here all night. Are you hungry, Rod?
You make it seem like these places roll out red. They don't roll out red carpet for me.
That's great.
I know a few people in a few places, and it works out well. So.
No, that's cool. No, that's awesome. I'm jealous. That's the only reason I'm like that. Yeah, I'm jealous. Well, there's the Rod J deals, for God's sakes. World renowned. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you guys doing? What are you talking about tonight? Anything in particular, or are you just kind of fucking hanging and talking?
Shoot,
trying to like random things. I'm actually. Nick just sold on eBay a Super Nintendo game for $30+, and I'm surprised people still pay that for it, but people love the retro games.
Well, dude, like that's not even like a sought after game. There's some games that are like a couple $100 if you got like a pristine copy,
like Earthbound or something like that. But I just sold last weekend. I sold the box, just the box. No, it was 2 weeks ago. Whatever. Just the box for Super Metroid for Super Nintendo with the $70.
What?
No game, just the box.
I'm having so flashbacks of when I just threw the shit away back in the day.
That's outrageous. Yeah.
Yeah, really. Like, oh, we don't need the box anymore. Like, I got a pile of boxes in the drawer. I'm like, some of these are worth something. I'm like,
Wow, nice.
When I was a kid, I was really into Lego, and I had like a lot of space Lego sets. And there was this one kind of particular faction, the M-Tron it was called. They were like red and black, my favorite colors. And I had the entire set.
Nice.
And if I had that entire set now, still in the box, it is worth like $1,000. It's fucking insane.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to have a ton of baseball cards as a kid that, being a kid, I didn't keep them. But now you see how much they're worth, and you're like, shit.
Right.
But half that stuff is like comics and baseball cards and all that stuff. Like there's money in them, but there's money in like the nichiest corners of all of it. Because you can roll into a comic shop and have like literally like 15 straight boxes of fucking comics, and it'll be like, yeah, I'll give you like $10. And it's not like they're trying to be dicks, like trying to rob you.
Yeah.
They're just like, there's nothing in there. Like they're just comics. You have to have like the comics of the comics or the cards of the cards.
Very
specific
comics
you know,
are
like,
worth a lot of money. Yeah.
Like Super, like Metroid for Nintendo is great. The reason the guy bought that off Nick for $70 is because if he marries that with his carton or his cartridge, and it all looks legit, because they didn't like put a serial number on the carton with the cartridge. So if he can have both the carton and the cartridge, then he's talking about, a $500 game. Yeah. You're talking about stadium events or some crazy, huge, game like that. It's insane.
Here's something weird that you might not think is worth this kind of money, but here's an original. It's version 2.0 of the original Sound Blaster freaking computer. Look how much I sold that thing for.
What?
$170.
170 Canadian. That's like $5 American.
I know, but still, it was fully working. I tested everything. It was the original 8-bit sound card from Sound Blaster. $170 for somebody who wants the OG hardware.
Well, it's not even a matter of OG hardware. You're talking about is analog combined with digital fucking, like that's like somebody who's into like audio recording or sound mixing or something like that.
Old video games who want just the original Sound Blaster. Because one thing about that Sound Blaster is the 8-bit slot, whereas it's got like I suppose you can't really tell, but 16-bit slots have like an extra edge to the end of it. And this will fit in older computers like the original IBM PC. So there's some older systems you can use this to put a sound card in. So some people are looking for that kind of thing just because
right.
Is it like let me finish
Did anybody hear the story that came out recently about the guy? I guess he
see the difference here where it's got the extra connector at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Some guy was living with his parents, some shit like that, and moved out. But his parents still had some of his shit. And he came back to get his shit, and they threw away his collection of porn, his vintage collection of porn.
Uh-huh.
Which apparently was worth in the neighborhood of $37,000.
Wow.
So this guy is, and when his parents were like, we did you a favor, we got rid of this gross stuff kind of thing. And he's like, oh, you fucking kidding me? I'm suing you now. So it's like he's in court.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, good luck with that.
Nice.
You left your property at your parents' place. I mean, legally, they can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that guy's like.
But well, you know what? In the same thing, those M-Tron Lego. I moved out, and it was at my dad's house, and my dad met this girl, and they got married and stuff, and they decided to do this big purge and get rid of shit. And my Lego was part of that purge. Yeah. Nobody told me. I would have fucking been like, no, I'm coming to get it right now. Nobody told me on any chance of anything. All I have left is my pirate Lego. Because when I was a kid, my mom and dad separated, and my mom
top story
got me nothing. My mom was my pirate Lego, so I still have all my pirate Lego, and my dad was all my other Lego, and that's all. And hello, Ashley. Sorry.
And
Side-
Redbeard
side-
going on
side
about
story.
his
Hello.
porn collection.
Side story:
No.
doesn't pirate Lego sound like a sexual euphemism?
Does.
Like I gave her the pirate Lego and she never called me back.
You got a weird mind over there, buddy.
So because of Red's story, Red's story, I had to pull it up here. So, man sues his parents for throwing away his $29,000 porn collection.
Wow.
A Michigan man is suing his parents. And I scrolled too fast on my computer. Actually, he's suing them for $86,000 for throwing away his porn collection. The family feud began October 2016 when, following a divorce, the man moved back in, bringing with him his $29,000 in a smut stockpile, according to federal documents. About 10 months later, the man, whose identity is withheld by the outlet, moved to a new home in Indiana, and his parents sent him his belongings, and he noticed his porn pile was missing. So, there's an interesting thing with it, though. It's kind of like a point that if you're in your home, it's considered your home. There might be some type of property right.
No, the way you kind of outlined it, it's not so much that he was like freeloading off his parents. He was just like he bounced there real quick, and he was like, "Okay, I'm out." And then he said, "Oh, that thing I saw sucked. Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, and for them to like just like admittedly throw it away like that, that's like. You know, like it's fair enough. If you see your child has this fucking crazy collection of porn, you might be like, I should probably get rid of this. But at the same time, like,
$28,000
it's not yours.
Well, he said,
Ashley, context. It's not like it's all like vintage, like
collector stuff.
Collector
stuff. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Well, that's not even something you can buy on eBay either.
Can you really see the porn though? Can you really? Because if it's vintage, the bush is so big, you're not going to see it anyway.
Here's
what am I looking at?
So the guy says,
are these like sealed, like
sticky 1960s hustlers.
The guy emailed his parents, said, if you had a problem with my belongings, you should have stated that at the time, and I would have gone elsewhere. Instead, you chose to keep quiet and behave vindictively. And then his father had responded, believe it or not, one reason for why I destroyed your porn was for your own mental and emotional health. I would have done the same if I found a kilo of crack cocaine. Someday
that dude's gonna, that dude's getting all his money. That dude's getting all his money because listen, I don't know what porn is, but I know when I look at it, that's what a judge said in the '60s. So it's not illegal. It's not illegal.
I understand that some people have
cocaine. Somebody might have been looking for you.
Some people have a legitimate addiction to pornography. But I feel like an addiction to cocaine or something like that is a little more serious.
Yeah, but you throw away a kilo of cocaine, someone's coming to visit you. Like, where's my cocaine?
You're selling all your belongings to get more crack cocaine, and you're losing all your friends. You're living on the street. If you're on with porn, you run through a pack of Costco Kleenex bulk pack every month.
Well, you know why he's gonna win? Because he got all his belongings sans the one thing.
Right.
That's why he's going to win. So it's not like they threw all his shit out or they didn't throw any of it out. They chose to throw the one particular thing out, and they told him why. That's why he's going to win. Because they
didn't tell him before they did it either. They didn't acknowledge it before they did it. He took it on their own to destroy his own belongings.
Right. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Interesting, though. But the people that know that guy, like, dude, you had all that.
Really? Now, what state did that happen?
Like, dude, come on, Pornhub.
I'm not going to shake your hand. I'm not going to shake your hand again, ever.
Ever again.
I'm not going to shake your
hand. If someone doesn't have a porn collection, I won't shake their hand. I'm only shaking your hand if you do have a porn collection. That's my bid. City Councilman 2020. I'll shake your hand if you have porn. Go for me.
Grab him in the prison. What did I say? As a matter of fact, I do have a little collection. It's not a huge collection, but I got a little stack of those small Playboys. They're just Playboys. They're not hustlers. They're not that tacky, but I got.
You know what?
Like people that don't drink or People that don't drink or curse. I got questions about them.
It's kind of funny too because
Gotta
like
watch out for
there was
those
a
people.
case
Yeah.
a couple years ago, I think now, where kind of the same thing. A son of some parents was suing his parents, but this was like he was living in their basement.
I can see your
For,
parents.
this one he was completely freeloading,
Oh,
and his
that
parents were
fucker.
finally
Yeah.
like, you know what, we're kicking you out,
Yeah, you're
and he
out.
sued his parents. I don't know if he won or not, but yeah, that's the only other like kind of highly publicized kid
Yeah.
suing their parents case that I can think
Yeah,
of.
but that guy was a straight up freeloader though.
Well, no, like yeah, like
Yeah.
in that instance,
Yeah.
the parents had the fucking case.
Hey, get
In
the
this
fuck out,
instance,
you lazy
in this
bum.
But
one,
it's kind of weird. Like
kid
some
has the
states have
fucking
weird
case.
laws on like when people. I know it's like with renters when people rent from your spot, you can't evict them in some states.
No,
It's against the law to actually get them evicted
Here in
out.
Really?
Ontario,
Yeah.
the fucking the rights of the landlord are nothing compared to the rights of the tenant. The tenant has like the power to just like not
It
pay
ain't
rent
down
and
here.
squat for like 6 months or something. It's fucking
No,
stupid.
they like that down here. I hadn't been kicked out anytime just recently, but it's like they give you like a 90-day warrant, a notice that you better move out, and then after that, they file paperwork if they haven't already,
Yeah.
knowing you're going to fail, and then they'll have the sheriffs come out, the constables or whatever come out, and you'll be escorted out.
You'll be escorted out.
You will. You'll be escorted away.
Well, that
Yeah, you better
Well,
collect
Drogo
your-
was
only meaning escort.
Drogo was in Texas, so in
Yeah.
Texas, that is one of the states. They will come and escort you
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna put my boot to your throat, escort.
Break my foot off in your ass.
I'm just saying, that's the way we roll, you know.
If you were given a notice or gave your notice and it's like you have to be out by this date or I'm going to be out by this date and you're not, then past then,
Mhm.
yeah, you should be able. Somebody should be allowed to be come in and be like, you know what, fuck you, you're leaving right now. Throw all your shit in the bag and just yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with any belongings that would be left. You know, I'm not really not sure. I don't know how it all works, but yeah, you will be escorted off your property. You
Yeah,
can't
if you
stay.
guys ever saw that old movie was kind of crazy, Pacific Heights, with like Michael Keaton. I forgot who the other actors were, but he was like a tenant that they couldn't get rid of under in California because of the law, and he like just was like tormenting them inside. How you never leave his apartment, so they can never get back into it. So he was always in the apartment. It was a crazy movie.
I've never even heard of that movie. It sounds kind of.
It was like back in the 80s, but there are laws that make it hard. California is one of the states where you can't evict a person under certain things. Like you can't get them out of there if they stay in there.
That's crazy.
They needed him to leave so they could like change locks or do something, and he would never leave the apartment.
I know that up here you can't like you can't evict somebody in the middle of winter.
Yeah,
You're not allowed because it's middle of winter. They'll freeze to death. And there's other like there's so many little loopholes and rules and shit for people to just fuck other people over, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We call that the government.
You know what? It's sad, but you're not totally wrong there.
Right. Well, I didn't mean to get into that necessarily. I'm only 6 paces away from the beer. Look at that. Wonderful. Beautiful.
Random thing about random government thing. It's PEI, the smallest province in Canada, recently had an election, and they unfortunately elected the Conservatives as their. In my eyes, unfortunately, elected the Conservatives as their majority. Well, it's a minority, I think, government.
Yeah, it was a minority.
But the opposition is the Green Party.
Yeah, that was
amazing. Like the traction they have been getting.
The Green Party's starting to pick up a little bit of speed here in New Brunswick too. I kind of hope
they're. It's funny because like here in Canada, we have like 5 or 6 parties, national parties.
Mm-hmm.
In the States, there's 2.
2.
But in Canada, we might as well have 2 because it's liberal, PC, liberal, PC, liberal. That's how
we really in the States here now is independence gaining more traction as well.
This is true, but like
yeah, that's true. You're starting to get more because technically the U.S. has a third party, the Libertarians.
Well, there's Libertarian. There's also a Green Party too, but neither the Libertarian or Green Party makes enough. For the most part.
Or yeah, there are like kind of some grassroots kind of like things trying to happen, but like they're not like here in Canada. They are like nationwide parties. They're completely recognized. Down there, it's still basically just Democrat, Republican, and then other little people off to the side thing. And
well, we have the electoral college, so that kind of screws us up a little bit there too.
That is such a weird system.
Ross Perot, I think of that fucking with the aliens. Go ahead, vote away, and then he fucking punches his hat.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It was a Halloween
Yosemite Sam? What?
Halloween episode.
Rascally Wabbit.
The two green tentacly alien guys come down, and they become, I believe, Bob Dole and Bill Clinton, I think. And they're walking around and holding hands and shit and this and that. And
what is it, cartoon or a movie?
That was a crazy dream, man.
Simpsons.
Oh, Simpsons.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And it was like, and at one point they got exposed as the aliens because they came down and were impersonating those two people.
Yeah.
And one guy in the audience was like, "Well, I'm going to vote for a third party," and then one of them's like, "Go ahead, throw your vote away." And then you see Ross Perot, and he takes his hat off and punches through the hat.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I remember that.
I feel like more of you should have got that reference a lot faster. Like that was old school Simpsons when they were still really good.
Yeah, I tuned out at a point after The Simpsons, but watched it here and there. But I remember that one. But The Simpsons, for whatever reason, like there's jokes about how the person that created Simpsons was a time traveler, like Matt Groening or whatever. Like, there's stuff when The Simpsons that happened that actually happens now in real life. Like it was funny because they showed the escalator scene when Trump was president and when Melania coming down it. Like 15 years ago, they had a Simpsons episode where that was the same case happening.
I remember that. That's crazy.
There's been a few of those. A couple of them I think have been like proved as like kind of people just like taking it too far, and it was like it didn't actually happen that way. Like it happened a few times, but not as many times as you'd think, kind of thing.
Yeah, but it was just funny when you'd see that stuff out there.
Yeah, no, I did. So yeah, I forgot where I see, right? Yeah, I see that same one. You predict the future. You click a lot of buttons when you're watching this thing, you know. So
yeah,
I've seen that one too. I think.
But everybody really knows Star Trek is the future because everything that happens on Star Trek ends up coming true at some point. You know, from the phones and technology and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe not in our future.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean the flip phones that was like on Star Trek.
Oh my god,
that was like on Star Trek. I mean, there was just like all kinds of stuff on Star Trek that people were like, "Wait a minute, I've seen that before."
Yeah,
but that's because
it's a bunch of it's not exactly like you say the flip phone. Like that was like the tricorder. It wasn't exactly.
Yeah, no, that's the communicator.
Kind of the same, but yeah, they do kind of. Gene Roddenberry did kind of predict the future in a few ways. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Pretty funny.
We get a copyright strike doing that. That's why you can't really make that out.
Yeah, I was saying it sounded kind of muffled and stuff. It was probably
I did Tutti Frutti.
I've had it in the background. It's just hiding out. Oh yeah, well I can make it. Yeah. I'm trying to put you here.
I don't think Nick doesn't want to get a copy.
Well, it's not Olympic curling, right? So
it's not curling, so they won't shut down your channel. Thanks, Redbeard. That was an episode I had to delete because of Redbeard.
I will find that same live stream right now.
I had to delete the live stream. YouTube blocked it.
So who played it on your channel?
Who do you think? Who do you think would have done something like that?
You guys
was it Greg?
No, he's here.
Lee?
No, he's here.
It was me.
You live streamed curling?
During the Olympics, and they had the US stream on. Rod was streaming the US stuff, which didn't get him any strike. And I was like, "Oh, here's the Canada stream. Check it out. This is what's happening with our stuff." And that somehow was like copyright strike. Like I was like,
the IOC shut it down, like the International Olympic Committee. Like
that is funny. You got narked by the IOC.
I didn't do it all. I was just like, "Oh, check out how our team is doing." I was like, "Oh, apparently that's all."
That's funny shit.
Look, fucking ridiculous, man.
They didn't give you just a big box. And
no, they killed the episode. Was like it cannot be broadcasted because of IOC violation or whatever. I didn't get like a strike against the channel, but they removed it basically.
I live stream at one point with a buddy of mine playing a game of some kind, and in the background I had just like a random like classic rock playlist on in the background. And because of how many songs that were played in their entirety and stuff, you're done your live stream. Nobody else can ever watch it again. Shit, sorry.
Well, it's funny. I started doing like those trailer videos on the channel, and only one of them had came up with an actual copyright. This is a copyright claim. It's still up and everything. But all the other movie ones, they were fine. Like there was no issue with them.
Well, YouTube has gotten kind of ridiculous with their movie clip trailer stuff in the.
And
I cut that.
A lot of money to produce it. I can see why they want their money. You know, I mean, come on now. If you produce these things, I can see why.
Like other people, like anybody being like I said, that Internet Today, that YouTube channel that I watch for my news and stuff, they'll be like, and today this trailer came out, this and this, and
right. But they pay the royalties and stuff. They pay the royalties.
All they're doing is they're being like, this came out today. Here's like a 2-second clip of it as we talk about it, kind of thing, like a shot here, and it's like, and the link to watch the full trailer is down below. So all they're doing is giving more traffic to them, but now they can't show any clip at all because they'll get a fucking copyright strike. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
I see what you're saying also, but if you're playing something in its entirety, then they think you're trying to make money off of them. Although they might be putting in the background and we're talking over the top of it, that's still their product. You know, that's still there.
The whole thing and like doing a rap or something that I can understand. Yeah, you're not going to get that money. Exactly. But somebody being like, we're trying to just do our job and show you the news and stuff, and this came out today, and here's like a flash and a flash and a flash of your preview.
Well, just like you can do like 15 or 20 seconds or whatever the number is, and you won't get hit on it. But if you do the whole thing, the one that I did like was Tarantino's. It came back and just said a copyright claim was on it. But the one I did for like Joker and Hellboy and another one I had done, all of those are fine. Nobody came back on those. So I mean,
you got clips of the trailer in your videos?
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe because I know that for a while it was like if you put any clip of anything, it was like done.
Oh no, I put the trailer in and I couldn't discuss the trailer of the movie coming out because I did Avengers as well, and Avengers didn't even give me a copyright strike.
Cool. I randomly didn't like those videos. I didn't even know they existed and they didn't pop up for me or something.
I don't. Pardon me for not watching those guys. Right.
That's all right. There's like a ton of stuff on YouTube. I'm so far behind on people's channels.
You never seen the
right. And that's like the least of my interest is movie reviews or
movies or anything.
Beer reviews, but I'll come by and watch what you're doing. I'll come by and watch every now and then. I just I got to show love to my peeps, but
I like you, but I hate you at the same time, kind of thing. Like, God damn it, man, you're missing so much awesome. So much awesome.
You like who and hate who?
I love you, but I hate you.
All of you.
I think directed to me. I'm not sure. There's just so many people to watch. So many people
there are so many people to watch.
I'm trying to watch a lot of action.
I
just find the time.
And I'm not saying YouTube at all. I'm saying the Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't watch it.
Yeah, you don't watch movies at all, kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love you, but come on, man. There's so much.
The last movie I watched was come on now. Shit. Give me a second.
The good, the bad.
A Sausage Party. That's the last movie I watched.
Oh my god! What a last movie to have watched.
I still haven't watched that one. I've seen it so many times.
That movie's hilarious.
Oh yes, you have to. It's so wrong, but it's so right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the last because I seen the trailer for it because my girl's like, "Oh, honey, you're gonna love this." I didn't fall asleep during that movie. Last 20 minutes, I was like, "What the hell am I doing sitting here?
What am I watching?
What's going on with this?" Oh yeah, the last 20 minutes is like a vegetable orgy. It's not good for kids. It's not good for adults.
It's good for no one.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I swear it's a crazy movie. You'll never look at food the same.
That's not a taco shell.
Yeah, it was like memorize. Yeah, yes. There's a Latino taco girl, and she's hot, but she's crunchy. Whatever. It was very entertaining in a weird way.
And
randomly, as Redbeard would put it.
Yeah.
It was randomly insanity.
Randomly, I think Nick is actually. Have you seen Endgame yet?
no, I haven't. No, not yet.
No?
Not yet. I'm not. I'm going to wait because I don't want to go a bunch of people there.
Well, I was gonna wait too, but then there's a couple of really good copies online, so I've already watched it like 3 times.
Oh, you saw it online already?
Is it a good copy though, or
Like completely watchable, 100%.
The Avengers thing is that a 3 hour? No, I don't know much about movies, but I hear things.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours movie.
3 hours. What they call it, the bladder buster.
yeah, it's a bladder buster. That's for sure.
And you can watch it here in the privacy of my own. I did the pee. I hit the space bar on my fucking keyboard to pause it.
Oh, I get
Well, I
it.
mean, you got my link, so you know.
Yeah, well, it's a torrent file.
Oh yeah, I've done those before. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch some of them though, because they do try to set you up now. Some of them.
Yeah, but again, like
they put like a code in it that if you download it, it'll like block out your computer.
Oh,
And basically, you have to call the cable. You have to call the company or provider to get it redone again.
I've been using torrent files for like 20 years.
So did Redbeard scare off Matt?
I don't know what happened, Matt. He just disappeared. Actually.
Matt got up to do something. Did Matt have a dog or something?
I don't know. Oh, he's
I'm
on
thinking
an iPad or something. So maybe
I think he was. Well, I thought he was doing something like that. I thought he might have had a dog, or that might have been trying to do something. He said a couple things, like he was yelling at a dog or something. He got up and just disappeared.
Nick, have you seen?
But he just poured a new beer, so I don't know if he meant to disappear or not.
Not even late. I got a buzz on it. Hell yeah.
What are you saying, Redbeard?
Nick, did you
I can't hear what you're saying, Redbeard.
Did you watch Endgame yet?
No, I have not watched that game yet.
Okay.
Are you guys? Are you supposed to go this weekend or anything? Or
I'm gonna go see it. Like I said, I've
you
watched.
said you watched it already.
No, but I still want to see it in the theater. But watching the theater, like the big spectacle kind of thing, now that I've seen
Now
it.
you can wait when there's nobody in there like sitting
Yeah,
on your
I'm
lap.
gonna like wait a week and go like a Sunday afternoon or some weird random time. So like me and
Tuesdays.
people.
It's cheap.
But you can't do the cut the hole in the popcorn trick if nobody else is there.
Oh my god, this movie is so good.
Popcorn all of my dick. It's great.
Very nice. No, dig a little
Come on, you gotta take it.
Working towards the
And
end.
in all honesty, I'm probably gonna go with my mom. So fuck that.
Working towards the end.
right. Yeah.
But,
Now the buttery ones are at the bottom.
yeah, I want to go see it in the theater.
Way at the bottom. No, further down.
Watch out for those
Now
kernels.
I know the story and everything like that. I can kind of pay more attention and kind of try to catch more that I might have, because so much goes on in that movie, man. I don't want to spoil.
I got a lot of friends that have seen it already and talking about how mind blown it was.
It's been 11 years in the making, kind of thing. Like this is a very, very, very fitting kind of culmination of everything that's been happening.
God, tell me, should I watch the movie? Just say yes or no.
Like I said, it's 11. There's a bunch of movies you would
I
want
saw
to.
I know. I do watch some of those CG things or whatever, and they're really fast paced and lots of we don't have a huge screen TV. We got a big screen TV like everybody else has got, and it's all in the HD and whatever. And sometimes I'll get engrossed in it and I'll watch a little bit of a movie or something. But when it comes to like TV shows, sometimes I'll put on enough to watch some movies, and like I said, I usually fall asleep. I'm not a movie guy. There's got to be something
I've
really
watched the entire Marvel catalog up to like Captain. I have a copy of Captain Marvel. It's pretty fucking good. I've watched that twice now.
Yeah, right.
And like I've watched pretty much everything else like at least almost 10 times probably at this point. Like I fucking love those.
What is movie number one in this whole storyline? Which is number one?
It depends. Captain, like if you go and like look at like
the Marvel universe. I thought Iron Man was the first one. Iron Man was like number one.
With Edward Norton is actually the first.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, because really the guy did take over the role from Ed Norton.
At the end of that movie, There's like, well, no, wait, is
Yeah, that's
wait,
the one with Ed Norton because he's the one who gave up the role that the other guy has now.
Iron Man came out first.
Yeah.
And Incredible Hulk came out because at the end of Incredible Hulk, there's a scene with the general and Tony Stark walks in and says some shit. But changed some like weird like stuff where I think something else goes before that because at that point he's in the Avengers.
So I think Iron Man was number one. It had something at the end of their credits too.
Yeah, but then they put Captain Marvel into the beginning as well now, because watching that first gives you more of a backstory and a bunch of shit.
See, I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet, but I knew it was a while ago because obviously Nick Fury didn't have the patch yet. So
yeah, well, even like Guardians of the Galaxy, if you're watching everything in order,
I've only seen his first one, Guardians. I haven't seen the second one.
Are supposed to be watched in order. You're supposed to watch the first one, then the second, because they happen like time wise,
right,
right after each other, but they happen like 2 years apart in like real life kind of shit. It's weird.
Right. Okay. Yeah, my kid's into Star Wars, and I guess those you don't really have to watch them in order because, well, they were written out of order and done out of order.
Yeah.
I was trying to for a conversation, I have no idea.
Yeah, Star Wars was never one that could captivate me on that franchise.
You say you did like that?
No, I mean, as I really got into Star Wars, I didn't find it as entertaining.
What?
Okay.
As a kid, I saw Empire Strikes Back. That was the first one. I didn't even watch the first one. Then later on, I watched the first one. I was like, eh.
I was.
But Return of the Jedi, I was like,
A New Hope, the Star Wars, the New Hope.
Then Jar Jar Binks came out. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this whole thing now.
I'm done.
That's a bad example. Star Wars is the first movie. Star Wars is the first movie I can remember watching when I was a kid.
Yeah. Now I remember Empire Strikes Back, like the line as a kid, it was like backing down around the building we were in, waiting in line to get in. It was like before like E.T., I was like the line we had to wait in line like to get into a movie for.
Right.
Yeah.
E.T., right?
I remember reading an article about the vehicles in Star Wars and how none of them make any logical like sense with their design or how they're shaped or anything like that. Everything in Star Wars makes no sense from a vehicle perspective.
That's like Star Wars is more fantasy and Star Trek's more hard science. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Star Trek more than Star Wars.
Anybody hear the Orville?
Yeah, I was just watching that.
I have not seen the Orville. It seems like it's good reviews though.
If you liked it, it's in my eyes. Like I am a big Star Trek: The Next Generation fan.
Yeah,
I've never
TNG. Yeah.
anything else, but I love The Next Generation. Whole series like 5 times, and the Orville really reminds. It has a real serious Next Generation kind of vibe to it,
but it's just funny.
A bit more humor kind of into it.
Yeah.
And every episode is kind of it can be a little annoying kind of sometimes, but like the whole like they'll every episode will kind of touch on like some like societal like thing like gays or fucking this addiction or something like that, like the overarching kind of thing will be but overall, like I recommend check it out, man. It's pretty good. Actually, you just reminded me I have last night's episode sitting right there. I haven't watched it yet. God damn it.
There you go.
God damn it.
Yeah. That's what I watched last night. Randomly.
How was it?
If it's the same episode, I guess it was good. It was a story episode. It was sort of feeding off previous episodes that I had watched.
I gotta watch the final Gotham. I haven't watched that yet.
It isn't.
That was last night.
Did they reveal the horrifying Joker in that episode that I've seen pictures?
The Joker was done. You already knew the Joker was going to be a while ago, but I think in his last episode that he does emerge again.
But just the way he looks, is not right compared.
The Joker?
What do you mean?
By the time he comes out, he'll be. I mean, he's pretty fitted. Like, they cast it well for like the Joker and the Riddler, Catwoman.
No, when he transforms into the Joker, though, the pictures and stuff I've seen, it does not look anything like the Joker should look.
Well, the last episode that they had with the Joker before me seeing this one, is when he fought him, and then he fell into. Basically, they went the Michael Keaton Joker route.
Yeah,
with Jack Nicholson, where he fell into like this acid. That's the last you
The
saw
bad
of him.
acid, yeah.
Yeah, so this will be the emergence, I'm sure, from whatever effect took place.
so
But then one of the characters was like
you never
Solomon
saw
Grundy
any
during the
of
course of the show was pretty funny.
You never saw any of the pictures of what he looks like now, kind of thing.
Not yet. Don't spoil me either.
Oh, no, I don't want to. I don't watch Gotham, but I've seen like on random page, and they put the picture of what he looks like, and just like be prepared to maybe be a little
wowed.
What the fuck is happening right now? Because he doesn't look really well. You know what? I was gonna say he doesn't look like the Joker should look, but then like Jared Leto was the Joker.
Was a different one in Suicide Squad.
He didn't look like
I like Joaquin. I think I want to like Joaquin Phoenix Joker though. From watching that trailer.
That looks like
It was creepy. It was a creepy fucking trailer.
That's like almost like you got to feel like bad for the Joker here. It's like, you know, you're feeling like, I guess somebody did all that shit to you. I guess you would be pissed off and want to get people back.
Live that like if you're dressed like a clown, everybody just randomly beats the shit out of you all the time. Fuck, I felt so bad for him.
Yeah. It was like he was red hair or something. I mean, it was like, what's
right? It's like walking around without a soul or some shit.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was like terrible watching. It's like, wow, this is going to
It's pretty hard being a redheaded boy.
Woof, 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 woof.
It's like, Joaquin Phoenix brings that other dramatic type appeal to it. So it's going to be something of a nicer, darker shade of the Joker, but at the same point, like a tragic feel of the Joker.
It's a very tragic.
I haven't watched him in he's been in a lot of movies, but I haven't watched a fair bit.
Oh, he's really good, yeah. Because he retired at one point. He said he's retired. He stopped for like 10 years from acting.
It was one of his earlier roles that I watched. I'm a big fan of the movie Gladiator.
Gladiator's good. You ever watch Walk the Line? You watch Walk the Line. He's eerie as Johnny Cash.
I watched that one as well. Yes, he was very good in that.
Yeah.
But I want to say wasn't there one where he played a guy? It was Her or something where like he got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw that one, but I heard that was really good too.
Like, fell in love with his Siri or something on his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, like he's like I've never. And as soon as I heard like it was like when like Heath Ledger, like he's gonna be the Joker. I was like, no, he can't. It's gonna be bad. And he was fucking fantastic.
Fucking amazing.
Heath Ledger was awesome as a Joker.
Like,
best Joker.
I feel like the thing that makes me sad is it's not like it's not canon to the whole. Because like in the DCU that exists, it's Jared Leto is that Joker in that universe. And
for going forward, you're thinking
like currently, at least like unless they're because like
I mean they got Suicide Squad 2 they were working on. I mean it might be a different offshoot.
Yeah, I thought it was like Suicide Squad wasn't totally connected to all that.
The full title of Suicide Squad 2 is like Suicide Squad 2.
Well, Suicide Squad, they make mention of Batman and stuff. So
the Suicide
Squad, in the first one, they had a Batman type thing.
The title of Suicide Squad 2 is like Suicide Squad 2, totally not a sequel or some shit like that. It's like they're rebooting it.
Yeah. Well, I know everybody was in it except Will Smith, I guess, backed out now.
Will Smith.
Yeah. But Margot Robbie, I liked her as Harley Quinn.
It wasn't terrible, but it really wasn't like I don't know if there's a.
To be fair, Margot Robbie was probably the best part of that movie.
And not having a Diego character is going to be tough.
Oh, that movie was terrible. But yeah, you're right.
No, it was
Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was a fucking
popcorn movie.
That's the whole thing.
The villain was their biggest mistake. That was that
all the marketing material for Suicide Squad pretty much promoted Margot Robbie.
Yeah, which isn't wrong.
And her
I mean, she was okay with that.
Randomly, if there's a DC animated movie called Batman Assault on Arkham, watch that, and then be like, why the fuck didn't they just make this live action? Because like it's what Suicide Squad should have been. It's a great animated movie. The Penguin.
Well, it's easy to do stuff with animation though when you're not doing live people.
Yes, and no. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into animation.
I mean, it took them a long time to get the Punisher right. Like the series on Netflix was awesome when they finally
I have to watch that. So
yeah,
it's done though, right?
Yes, yeah, because of freaking Marvel. I mean, going from Netflix to Disney and
Gotcha.
pulling all shit.
Yeah.
But Punisher was a good series, I thought.
Were they able to wrap it up, like finish it, like a
Yeah,
storyline?
they got it to a good ending. I mean, it could be something that could bring it back. Like they all ended in a way they could bring it back, which I'm thinking they may do on the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
That they may bring back like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and some other stuff. But it's almost like how can you bring them back on some of them? Like Punisher, you're pretty much killing people all the time. If you're supposed to be Disney,
Yeah.
I mean, every episode's pretty much a bloodbath.
Happy.
You know,
Cow. Yeah.
you get away with Daredevil. Daredevil doesn't kill anybody, and Jessica Jones doesn't really kill people as much.
Yeah.
Luke Cage tries not to kill anybody, but
He already made a statement saying, like, after the whole Fox thing, that like Daredevil, Deadpool can still go forward as being like an R-rated thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Disney can do R-rated shit. It just can't be like so much associated with their brand kind of thing. They gotta pull back a bit.
Well, the thing that sucks with the ones like from Daredevil and Jessica Jones, they're all in the same universe as the Avengers. So on the shows, they make reference to everything happening on the Avengers. And the thought was at some point they would take off into the movie franchise after they did the Defenders movie to come in because at in the comics, some of them do become like Avengers down the line.
Well, the Hulk member of the Defenders.
Yeah, Hulk becomes a Defender as well, right? So it's kind of like it was set up to do that. So I don't know if they're going to still do it at some point or not, but they casted the shows pretty well. Some people had a problem with Iron Fist, but I'm like, if you knew the comic, it's kind of like he fit right in.
And randomly going back to what you're saying about the production values, Rod, have you watched like a lot of the DC animated?
I don't usually watch the animated as much. I mean, I just
okay.
Yeah,
I gotta kind of take a second and try to convince you otherwise.
State your case for the jury.
Exactly.
Ever since like pretty much Batman, they did Batman Year One, which was so good, and then there was The Dark Knight Returns, which is like the adaptation of the comic book, 2 parts, unbelievably good, and then they started up like the DC animated universe, and it starts out with like there's a couple. I think there's a Batman movie first.
Universe?
And then there's the Justice League movie, like the Justice League War, where Apocalypse comes and they all come together and become. And then Son of Atlantis, Justice League Dark. There's like 5 or 6 movies. This Death of Superman is in there, and the Reign of Superman thing afterwards. Like, it's DC animated universe is just as amazing as the Marvel live action animated universe in my eyes. Like they're doing such an awesome job with that animated shit, dude. I highly recommend anybody here that does not watch that, check that. Watch Batman Year One.
Check it out, man. Check it out.
Check that shit out.
It was
yeah, I've heard they've done well in animated, but it's kind of like they do well in animated, but they struggle with the live series versus Marvel, who does great on the live stuff.
Oh yeah, again, so like just like the DC has been getting better. Like
although Zack Snyder, when he's been on stuff like the Batman and Dark Knight series, he's done well on the ones he's done.
Shazam was glorious. Shazam was good.
Was it really?
I haven't seen
great. It was.
Shazam. I thought that'd be kind of too campy.
Too what?
I thought it'd be like too campy.
Like
funny.
cheesy.
It's a bit campy.
Yeah, cheesy.
No, it's a kid. It's a kid who's given these superhero powers, and they play off that fucking beautifully. The adult guy, Zach, whatever Levi, the guy that plays Shazam, is playing a kid who's an adult now. It's kind of like a modern day version of like Big with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
But it's
Did I mention I don't watch many movies?
Okay,
that sucks. Right. It can't be right.
Sorry to interrupt here, but just want to make a mention that there's a comment from Foamy Head 13 in the chat. Who's actually watching this crap?
Oh, hey.
Hey guys, having a friends and allies brewing Bravery Red IPA.
Hey, cheers, Foamy.
Cheers, Foamy.
Foamy's always south. Foamy's always on my chat, so awesome.
Yeah. I just cracked this crap open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you went to the Bud Beam. There you go.
You have to at
What do
least.
you, what do you think? What do you think of it there?
It's not terrible, but it's like
open.
Shut up! He was asking me, Redbeard.
That's what I'm saying.
It's my it just
So what do you think of it, Nick?
What do I think of it? It's not terrible.
Yeah.
I think it tastes like bourbon barrel aged corn soda.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was better than I was expecting, but I mean, you can't put it up against like some of the bourbon barrel beers we drink. But as far as a macro taking a step that way, I mean, they're using the bourbon staves, but it's better than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I'm impressed that you're getting that much bourbon flavor out of this.
Yeah,
I mean, like it tastes pretty reasonable, but you still get that almost like that aftertaste you get when you eat beans or something. Like you get that tanginess in the back of the throat and the corn soda aftertaste. And other than that, it's caramel and bourbon. It's not terrible, but
I don't know how many you want to drink of those at one time, but break up a routine.
I might buy this again to do a review.
Show the can again one more time. It's the Budweiser what now?
Budweiser Copper Lager, Jim Beam.
Oh, Jim Beam. No, I have had that one. Yeah, it's worthy of a review. It's not a very good. I don't know. There's probably better renditions of that kind of stuff out there. It's bourbon. They're trying to make a bourbon beer. I don't know what they're trying, but it wasn't great. I'm sure you had better beers.
I've had worse things from Budweiser. Let's just put it that way.
There you go. Yeah, I will do a review probably on the. I've done a review on that on the channel, but I'll probably do a review of the one they're doing for the moon anniversary as well.
The moon anniversary?
Just because
for the moon landing. Okay.
Yeah, for the moon landing.
How long has that Budweiser been available in the States for?
That one, I had it back in the fall when I went to see the Clydesdales down at Party Source with Jo.
Okay.
They came in.
That's about right.
It's been out for a bit because they just brought out the next part of the series just recently. Like in the last few weeks.
We're like 6 months behind.
Right. Yeah.
When is the anniversary you're talking about? That was 69.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm sure you've had better beer that's like that. If you've never tried it, then I'm sure you'll. Better. Don't go in with a mindset like Drunken said it sucks, but you obviously make up your own mind.
When I see the word Budweiser written across the front of the can, I'm not expecting anything at all.
Yeah, I'm not.
When I drink this,
no high hopes.
I'm getting something that's actually a reasonable beer, but I mean, at the same time, I'm drinking fucking bourbon barrel aged.
You don't have to explain yourself. That's a great beer.
Bourbon barrel stave.
Yeah, it literally says aged on aged on real barrel staves.
Yeah, they got together with Jim Beam. They barrel aged their beer, I guess is the way that one works, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm not the reviewers. Y'all guys are. Y'all know
it's miles better. It's miles better than standard Budweiser. It's probably.
It's not terrible. Yeah. For Budweiser, I think it was a great step in the right direction to making something that is good. Hey, how you like my review?
The moon landing beer.
What the hell am I missing here?
The anniversary, the date was July 20th when.
Okay, cool.
We're on the moon, so I'm not sure if it'll come out July 20th or not. But I would think if they're going to do an actual anniversary or being a 50-year, July 20th would be the date to do it.
Nice. That's crazy. It was a 50-year. We went there for like 5, maybe 10 years or so, and then stopped. So like the anniversary of the last moon landing, like it's been so long since we have been to the moon as a species. It's kind of pathetic when you think about it. Like we were there a bunch of times, then it was like, yeah, we're done.
They got the SpaceX thing.
We're good.
Yeah, right.
No, we're supposed to be going back soon, but still, it's been so long, is what I'm saying. Like such a big gap where people are just like, yeah, who the fuck cares? Like at any point, like it's. Iron Man made a good point in like the fucking Ultron movie there. Where like a bunch of robots or some shit. Like we need some kind of defense because like right now we're all focused on fighting each other.
Okay.
And like some aliens can show up and it's like we're gonna take you over and we have no defense at all against that kind of shit at all. Nothing. You never fucking know, man. Like the universe is a big place. You never know.
Why the aliens got to be hostile? They might be like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
Yeah, but you never know. It might be.
Get drugs.
And we might show them beer. They're like, "What's that?" And we'll show them, and they'll enjoy it. And
Yeah, but
they'll say, "Hey,
how many?
We can show you how to ferment this in one day using our technology."
How many movies have they made with friendly aliens showing up compared to bad ones?
Yeah, but who made the movies?
Yeah, but no, again,
not the best of the people.
You never know. You need to be prepared, man. Who the fuck knows? That's all I'm saying.
That's because it's made from a society that fights each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, we are pretty
So
bad.
they think everybody else fights each other. Other people are like, "Dude, we're flying anywhere we want to go. Why we want to fight you guys?"
If any alien species that's all friendly comes up and like stops for a minute and studies the planet, they're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, war."
What is it good for? Huh.
Yeah. God, you set him up right for that one.
All right. Foamy Head's got a reply here saying he's had the Bud Jim Beam side by side with New Belgium Oak Spire. Was surprised how similar they tasted.
No, I had Oak Spire. I think Oak Spire was better than that.
I've never had the Oak Spire, so
yeah, I've had the Oak Spire. I didn't do it side by side, but I thought Oak Spire was better. But yeah, I think I gave like Jim Beam Copper like a 3. I gave Oak Spire like a 3.75
out of 5.
That's fair. That's honest and genuine. Yeah.
But it's all about your palate, so you know.
Well, right. Teach their own. Right. Yeah. It wasn't terrible, but I'm sure you guys have tasted it.
It's all about how stupid your palate is, right?
Yeah, as Joe would say.
The baby palate versus toddler palate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's like sometimes people don't like barley wines, and 5 years later they like barley wines. Right. It takes time.
They hate barley wines, and then they love barley wines.
Well, no, like, I used to hate kind of everything that wasn't
hate IPAs.
Macro,
I fucking love them.
Everything, and now there's no style of beer really that
fucking shandy.
Yeah, saisons. You're still not high.
No, like I've had several at this point. Saison,
oh yeah, I know.
Like I've got like 40 fucking reviews unreleased. Oh my god, at this point. And yet saisons, I've had a few where I'm like, wow, yum.
What about American Wild Ales? What do you think about Wild Ales?
I don't know if I've had one of those. That sounds weird.
I don't think so.
Coming from
you ever had a Wild Ale?
American Wild Ale.
You guys get them? You guys get them up there though.
No, I was making fun of Paul when he did that blind review.
Oh, the blind
American Wild Ale.
You might remember that.
So we do have Wild Ale
like
here.
The mystery beer with Yingling. It tastes like an American Wild Ale.
Everything's got to be at least 90 degrees.
Burning hot.
Yeah.
Randomly, Nick, have you done any fucking 5 non-beer things yet? Video things?
No, I haven't gotten around to doing that.
Get on that and tag me so I can do mine.
You've been tagged, Red.
By who? By who?
You know what I haven't done that I meant to be doing? That freaking 1 liter chug challenge for the guys in the UK. I got to do. It's a freaking. I've had to buy
a liter. That's all right.
1 liter chug. You can do that. Oh, you can do that.
That's oh well, I can do it, but yeah, they're doing it in seconds. You know,
I can do it. I don't want to do it.
They're doing it in 6 seconds, right?
Like, do you remember the Guinness Gauntlet?
34 ounces of beer.
Almost. I
remember the Guinness Gauntlet. So you have to drink 4 cans of Guinness as fast as you can.
I don't. To be honest,
I did
drink a lot of beer though. Yeah, or no, I don't.
I did something along the lines of that.
No, I'm sorry.
But yeah, Ashley, what did you? Who tagged me? What are you talking about? Who tagged me?
I can't remember. I do remember someone tagging you.
Well, please take.
Maybe Chris.
Well, when I finally get around to doing mine, I think the thing is that Chris set the bar so fucking high with his production value. Now I'm like, I want to talk about what I do, but then I get to record all kinds of clips over several days.
Oh, please.
I think I'm just...
Did Chris go crazy with this?
No, yeah, I remember I watched Chris's, and I'm 99% sure he didn't tag me because, like, no, I was like, yeah, production value. You know what? I was watching. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna make his. I'm gonna go all out with my shit.
Like that,
Do you already have it recorded?
No. But I got fun plans.
I might just mail
That's
it in.
cool
Just
to
do
say
it
that.
there
They're
now.
not telling what might happen.
Because I can't do it until I'm like I was tagged by this person, and then I can kind of incorporate that into the video.
I'll copy that.
Otherwise, I would have already had it recorded.
Just get her, Dan. I went ahead and did mine. Mine's up there. Of course, I didn't. It wasn't so like this is one, this is two. I showed you some pictures and told you some shit you didn't know. You know, right? Just talk to the audience. Oh no.
Well, I got some fun like hood cleaning stuff planned and like camping-ish stuff planned, and
You know how to put things together. You can throw in pictures or whatever and voiceover. Work it, baby. Come on now. I'm on my freaking Windows 7 desktop right now because they can't figure out my damn.
How are you still running Windows 7? What's wrong with you?
No, I moved past Windows 7.
Maybe
What's your language?
Maybe Brooklyn about the creative sound piece
right
here.
now. I'm surprised y'all can
Yeah,
see
I
me.
know. Now I know who brought that sound blaster out.
What?
Oh, Nick, that was gold. That was gold. That was gold.
Okay,
that
what happened? Thank you, Windows 7.
He's running Windows 7. I'm like, now I know who brought that sound blaster off when I was showing 1991 earlier.
No, sir.
That's
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Clever on you was talking. You sold it online. No,
God.
no, I'm not upgrade it. No, I got a Asus GL. It's a few years old, but it's got a my computer buddy hooked it up. It's got a solid state drive, and that bitch is faster than crap. You hit the go button, and I'm talking about 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds, and it's already to click the next button to go on in.
But didn't your computer buddy also somehow fucking install some kind of weird shit that you had to reboot every day at 9
Isn't
p.m.?
that the one that, isn't that the one that reboots like at 9 o'clock every day?
No, that was a long time ago. That's been sorted a long time ago. Thanks for reminding me. But,
well, I haven't talked to you in a while.
It's not the same one. Well, it might be the same one, but it's been sorted, that problem.
It might have been sorted a while ago, but it went on for a long time before it was sorted.
Yeah.
It was like clockwork. You would disappear right around the same time every time.
I know. Sorry, right?
It's like, gotta reboot. Duh. Like why? What's happening right now? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know how to fix the damn thing. I'm a hell of an electrician, but I don't know much about computers when it comes to like their parts, you know.
You run on electricity, man. Come on.
I could probably put a sound card in, or I could probably figure it out. But when it comes to the programming, I don't know how to do that shit. That's hitting the right buttons.
Come on, it all runs on electricity. Come on.
I know, but right. Well, this is programming. This is tech.
You can do it. You can do it, man. I believe
it's
you.
Not about me. Let's talk about something else, please. Hey, Ashley, what'd you have for dinner?
What are you doing, drinking, Ash? How are you doing?
Sorry.
I was just catching up on some Twitter, but just
we're
reliable.
I got Canuck Pale Ale.
Yeah, got some Canuck.
IPA, baby. Homebrew.
Okay, cool. What hops did you use?
I'd have to look it up because I'm stupid like that. I know it looks like that, and I know it's 6.5 here. I should put some light on it. I am actually proud of this.
Put some light on that one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because it comes off a little darker.
Yeah.
On our side, but
it's somewhere in between what you're seeing now and the other. It's pretty red. It's not really red. My next one's gonna be red. It's got a good color. I don't know what you're seeing on there. Anyway, 6.5% hops. Give me just a second. I can tell you. Don't wait for me. So what else?
I'm waiting.
We're all waiting.
All waiting.
All waiting.
Oh,
super fresh.
Yeah, wait. I mean, it is super fresh. I've already pounded 5 gallons of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm on the second 5 gallons. Oh yeah. There's 3 in a fermenter down there. I got another, hopefully 3 in the keg.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, and all as well. And I did a 10-gallon batch, actually 12-gallon batch of an Irish Red, and made up some crappy wine that we're gonna see how it turns out. There's a bunch of milk, tea bags, 8 pounds of sugar, and 5 gallons of water.
8 pounds of sugar.
8 pounds of sugar, 5 gallons of water. It turned out to be like a 1085. So it ought to be like a 9.69 or something, 9.6 something. If it turns out like it should.
Oh,
Here we go.
I hear 6'9".
You heard 6'9", sir.
Out in the garden. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. I made it before. It actually wasn't terrible. It's a lot like mouthwash, but whatever. What you gonna do with a shitload of mint? Y'all want some mint? I tell you, if the wife ever decides to get mint, or you ever just anyway, keep it in a bucket, keep it enclosed. Don't let it on.
Oh my God, I know.
Don't let it into the ground, or it will take over your entire garden or wherever it's at. You know.
Yep.
And so I got to figure out something to do with the mint. I put mint like I do. What's that even mean? So I drink iced tea during the day, that green tea, and one of those little pitchers that's got the little basket inside. So I fill it with mint. I put my green tea in there. That makes for a pretty good drink. Y'all want some? Y'all want some mint?
Yeah, it's a fucking noxious weed. It's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna shut up now.
Shut up now. Sorry. Yeah, now the conversation goes dead because of. Say something, Redbeard.
I'm taking the dog out for a pee-pee, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. Yeah, why not?
You gonna let us watch the dog take a piss?
Maybe we'll see.
Do you guys still have snow there, Red?
It's supposed to snow tonight, apparently. Actually.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking sucks, man.
Are you kidding?
Well, you're in Canada, so can happen.
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
It's kind of like people in the Midwest. Tornado can happen. You're in Tornado Alley.
It's gonna happen.
Everything's already melted here. We're in the middle of a fucking flood here.
You live in Florida and you live in a trailer park. That shit gonna fly away.
That's funny. That's not right, but that's funny.
Live in America, Trump can become president.
All right. It's fucking raining. This is not going to be fun at all. This is great.
I really should wear headphones.
I guess take a piss.
Looks kind of murky out there.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking
you're frozen.
New England IPA.
Yeah,
that's the murky way.
Is it dank in there too?
Is it dank?
Yeah.
Get the dank in the tank.
Dank and murky.
Murky.
Kind of got a musty aroma out here.
It's got a vegetal aroma.
Vegetal white onion.
I just hope we got a new burn series beer from New Belgium. I haven't picked it up yet. I think they're a black one at some point.
Right.
They got a black IPA. They got another one they just launched.
Right.
Say what?
New Belgium.
Belgium's got a new product.
New Belgium got some new Voodoo's beers that are out.
Oh yeah, I'm in. I like the first bunch of them so far. I like the.
They've done pretty good with the series.
Oh yeah, that's a nice series. I like that Imperial one.
Yeah.
Like some puppies, you know what's going on. They're 9%. Yeah, they're 9%. I mean, it's not a huge beer, but they're not super expensive.
Well, they got a pretty good price point.
Yeah. Are they what 10? The Imperials are $10.99.
Yeah, usually, yeah, $10.99.
Yeah, $9.99 for the others, but the Imperial is $10.99 is what I've been seeing here. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting the same. We're getting the same stuff. All right. Yeah, I like all of them. I don't. Maybe I need to sit down and actually sit with those samplers or whatever and find out what I think is the difference. I don't know that I put that on camera by no means, but anyway, get one of the hazy, the Imperial. No, there's got to be something in between. I have to get there and look. Y'all know what it is, but I don't. Anyway, but get like 3 different ones and find out what is the best one. Do a little taste challenge, if you will. Why am I still talking? For fuck's sake, somebody's talking.
You're doing well. What's
happened? Rod, I did a live stream. Not last night, but the night before. I forgot I did it until they reminded me yesterday. I guess I hosted, and after them telling me some of the stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, there was like people from like. I'm not trying to brag myself up. Don't paint me wrong with this, okay? But yeah, there was people from Australia. There's people from UK. There was our guys. Canada was representing or whatever. We had like 34 people in the room at one point. But the way whenever I do my live stream, just like it is now, is I just see the hangout and the popped out chat from the other one. So I have no idea how many people are in the room. I guess at one point there was like 32 or something. I'm not trying to brag myself up. I'm really not. But I find it wows me. You know, it just I was overwhelmed with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I turned that back on me. What the hell am I talking about? Is he still talking?
I think he's still talking.
That's a good amount of people tuned
in. That would be for a live stream.
They didn't stay for long. I don't think. I'm not sure, but yeah, the more my guys were telling me, yeah, we hung out for a while. I was like, oh shit. I guess I figured out how to delete the whole damn thing, so this made a difference. But the hell was that song even? Right? Is he still talking? All right.
It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Redbeard? I thought we were going on a walk.
He went to go walk his. Yeah, I thought we were going to go for a walk with Redbeard and ended up walking his dog.
Really, work out for him.
It'd be like a new segment called "Walking with Red."
Actually, I thought it was kind of nice. It's
walking Oreo.
Gotten quieter in here.
What? What did you say?
What?
I couldn't hear you over the silence.
What, are you trying to make a point now?
Over the silence.
The fucking is deafening.
Hey, we have time to think now. It's like the empty spaces in our conversation aren't filled with somebody jumping in and talking about something else.
See any more comments out there?
Any more comments? No, just the last one. We have 7 people watching.
Right.
We're reading the comments now, everybody. We have time to breathe. So, anybody watching wants to say something, interact with us. We're reading the comments. So
see something, say something.
It's holy.
For real, Rod, there's 17 people watching, and the chat is this. For God's sakes, talk to us. Ask somebody a question.
Oh, I'm not sure why, but my mic is
Red
headphones aren't on anymore.
Yeah, we can't read the comments anymore.
What the fuck's happening?
Nothing.
The world ended. Did you not get the text message? The world is ending. That's what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Is a vampire.
There you go, boys.
Okay.
The last one.
I'm back. Yay.
Hey.
Yeah, my I was
Hope
out
you
of
were taking
range.
us with you.
I was out of range for my headphones apparently the whole time, but I'm not sure if the camera was still being picked up. But
No.
That was a cool walk. You sure your dog was done?
Yeah.
Back in?
He hates the rain, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Earth is in chat. Hey, Earth.
What's happening, Earth? As the Earth turns.
As the Earth turns.
As the Earth turns. The whole Earth.
Oh, I
so
know.
are the days of our lives.
I know what my next beer is. Give me 1 second.
Ashley's got something thematic coming up. And while he does that, I'm gonna go for a pee. So
I'll send you a link to Earth if you want to come in.
I'm jealous of my dog, so I gotta pee.
Are you saying you have penis envy?
Not for
Just,
Redbeard.
he is P envy.
How many? And you want to take bets if he washes his hands?
At this point, probably not.
He's just like
I don't know if you'll be able to read this.
What a half hours on Earth? Which one's that?
It's called "Who Speaks for Earth." It's a Grisette.
Who speaks for Earth? Nobody speaks for Earth. You know that.
No one does that.
That's funny. I see why you were inspired.
He doesn't. If Earth doesn't like you, he'll just have like fucking earthquake and get rid of you.
Right. Just in your neighborhood.
If
Earth didn't like us, he'd shake us like a cold.
Oh, Nick.
Anyway. By the way, cheers, Earth. I see you.
Yes, cheers, Earth.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
He's not leaving yet.
Thanks for coming into our orbit here.
Wow. Wow, really?
Cheers to the beer.
Cheers to Nick's 8th anniversary on YouTube.
Cheers to that.
Eight years. Have Earth. Yeah, gotta have Earth.
8 years Maxwell Star has brought you this YouTube channel.
Yeah, I haven't been around for all of them. I popped in, I popped out, I popped back in. Been around.
Yeah. Nope, I've been uploading videos, not constantly, but uploading them since April 28th, 2011. So it's been a while.
Nice. That's good.
Been doing the whole beer review thing for a long time.
Right. Oh yeah. How you enjoying that YouTube money?
Yeah, no. What
All
YouTube
that
money?
money.
I still only have 800 and some subscribers. So.
Did Drunken One just say he hasn't been around for all the years of your YouTube? Drunken One has been around for all the years of all the people in the world, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, no. I say I sometimes I thought I've been in and out from his. I try to go visit people and.
You know what? I bet Drunken One is the Beertube Gandalf.
Y'all the originals.
Drunken One is the Beertube Gandalf. He has all this knowledge and stuff, but he's kind of like quirky and like, yeah, Drunken One, Beertube. Drunken One, you need to get a big Gandalf beard.
Hey, okay.
No. It's hot here in Texas. It's going to be 100.
Drunken One, I have a question.
ZZ Tops from Texas.
I heard a question.
Built-in shade, dude.
Yes.
It's built-in shade for your face. It actually keeps you cooler.
A buddy of mine.
Wait, Ashley, what were you saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Drunken One a question because Drunken One, you were on a chat last night. It was I think it was a thrash metal chat or someone else's chat.
I didn't mean it.
No. It was nothing you did. There was one guy who was absolutely so plastered. He was like slung out on his chair like this. He was like, I was like
screaming with a bottle of Jim Beam in his hand.
Yeah.
Drewski, yeah.
My God, that poor guy.
We try to show love. You know, when he's sober, he's actually a decent person.
I bet he is.
But he drinks like rock glasses. That's the same guy I was trying to talk about earlier. I mentioned earlier anyway. He got the rock glasses. I don't know what goes in a rock glass. 6 ounces, 8 ounces, maybe. A rocks glass pulled up. How much is a rocks glass, Rod? A normal, just a short like a rocks glass.
Just a regular rock glass?
Yeah, just a short little like.
I mean, you can get them for like a couple dollars, really.
No. I'm talking about how many ounces.
I want to say.
Oh, how many ounces? You said how many ounces are in the glass?
Yeah. You get a shot in a mixer with the ice.
A shot will be 1.5 ounces. So if you're filling the glass up, you're probably going about 6 ounces.
A rocks glass. I want to say like I have a couple of them, like nice normal sized ones, and they're probably about equal to like a cup, whatever that would be.
That would be 8 ounces.
That's 8 ounces.
So yeah.
But I'm thinking 6 if you're putting like ice or anything in there.
Yeah.
No,
if you're thinking it straight up, you get the 8 ounces probably.
I didn't know. I wouldn't. No, that's all good. Rod knows his.
So, anyways, he's filling those up with what?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. That's where were we?
Yeah, that's
Jim
where
Beam,
we're going now.
that's all he ever drinks. He drinks Jim Beam by the handle. So
okay, so he's not a home brewer or anything like that.
No. He pours it in there, damn near the top, and he's got this in one hand and a Coca-Cola in the other. And when he goes to drink, it's weird how he brings it to his face at the same time. And
oh my God!
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
The rest is he slams that like this. Got a cigarette coming out or whatever. It's got a 2-inch ash on it. Fuck. If he watches back through this, I feel bad,
But anyway, he wouldn't though. That's enabling that poor guy.
I don't have that screen open. I wouldn't think he'd be 3 hours deep into watching.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He gets hammered with that vaccine.
He gets around too. He might not be in necessarily your neighborhood, but he's in a lot of the places I am at, and it's not by my choice, he's been booted out of things, and so if you have to boot him, don't feel bad about it. He gets booted. He gets muted. He gets muted every 4 minutes or less. You know, by one of the people on the panel. You know, right? Because everybody's talking along. He's talking like smack to the girls. Y'all probably don't know Jamie the Mom. You should know. Go by and check out Jamie the Mom. Anyway, another friend of mine and awesome person, but he'll scream out vulgarity to her. Yeah. Oh, Jamie the Mom, I'm gonna eat your pussy. And she's just louder.
Jesus Christ.
On the internet ever.
Probably a future Supreme Court justice.
He'd be a great guy for emo bands, you know, like I mean, if he was actually singing lyrics or whatever, he'd be that guy because his voice is so deep and he is quite obnoxious. All right. Okay.
Maybe think of Jay is
like a
Bob.
Quit.
What?
Jay and Silent Bob, what now?
He made me think of the guy in Jay and Silent Bob when they did Clerks. When the guy's like singing the song, the Russian guy, and he just screams the words out, Berserker.
Oh yeah.
They're making they are making Kevin Smith is making a new Jay and Silent Bob movie, eh?
Is he really?
Yeah, that's what I heard,
man.
Yeah. Hopefully he's all recovered now from being ill.
Yes, he is. Yeah, like, and he has lost a crap ton of weight. Like it's Yeah,
I remember.
Good on him.
I remember when he had the Southwest issue. They made him like buy the 2 seats or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I'm thinking,
That's
like,
fucking
I didn't think he
terrible.
was that big, like compared
No.
to other people I've seen that get in there and squeeze in and stuff. But
Well, no, he wasn't like he was big, but yeah, there are people that are like, oh my god, what, why, what? Like what the fuck? Like just like I don't know.
And the
Like I've been blessed. I've been blessed with a pretty fucking crazy metabolism. Like I can kind of.
It's gonna quit on you any moment.
Someday.
But
until it does, yay, whatever food I want. But yeah, it's like
You're gonna be a
some
skinny
people-
fat guy like me in like no
No,
time.
again though, actually, like my work, my work, a lot of climbing around, a lot of walking and shit, like a lot of kind of exercise. And some of the kitchens I work in doing their hood fans, I'm like the sweatiest bucket of grossness you've ever seen for like fucking 4 hours in a row. Like I sweat off like 10 pounds.
We feel that way every time we
the
see
kitchens are so fucking hot, man. You have no idea.
I bet.
So yeah. Like as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm pretty sure I'm going to counteract whatever. Because and I don't eat like I drink more pop than I should.
Oh, that's
aside
so
from
bad.
that, I don't really eat anything that terrible for me and stuff. Like I've cut back on like sweets and stuff a lot. Like pop is my main sugar intake. And even that I have cut back on. A lot of restaurants I go to now, I'll opt for a pitcher of ice water instead of pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
All right, I wanted to point out something like 20 minutes ago before Redbeard started talking, but Earth's drinking look what Earth's drinking right here. He's drinking a Bring Out Your Dead 2018.
Yep.
Take it if he likes it. Oh, it was pretty good. Thought it was worth mentioning because we had that on Beer Analysis there. That
Whoa.
He actually says getting infected vibes.
Yeah, Earth and I we're on the same page.
Getting infected vibes.
I mean, your bottle was infected there, Ash. So
right.
Well,
But it's a beautiful disaster. That's weird.
You're getting all staticky there, Redbeard.
Yes, it ain't me.
What?
Kansas boys.
What?
It ain't me.
I was trying to refresh my comments, and I had the perfect thumbnail for Nick's channel here.
Oh.
Here, Nick. Check this one out. Let me see.
God.
It's gonna be bad.
Hold on.
It's gonna be terrible.
God no or what?
I gotta let me see.
Terribly defamatory. Could be.
Hold on. Why did my thing change? Damn it.
There you go. Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about the changes your thing. That sounds wrong.
What?
What? What?
What? What?
What? What?
There you go.
What?
Oh, ow.
Is that?
Tactile sound, just a different octave.
That's a perfect screen share.
Oh, I don't see it.
That's a completely blank screen share.
Oh, it's blank?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't see a thing.
Maybe it didn't work out. It was Redbeard, but it was funny because his eyes were closed.
Oh. was his mouth open?
He was singing like Stevie Wonder or something.
Isn't she lovely?
Okay, can I have a minute of your time for a couple of questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do live stream shit all the time, and so you wag your mouse, and up there in the left corner, you got the chat, and then you got the screen share. And this one's a new one. The showcase wasn't ever there, but there were two others. One was Toolbox, and the other one was there was another one.
I got Toolbox is still there, so mine.
I don't even know if Toolbox works anymore.
Oh, it works.
It turned down. It can turn down audio to your headset only.
Oh, the
control room.
It can't change the room. But
I'll show you it on mine.
Was control room. That's what it was.
I'll show you it on mine. Like I get a control room. Ignore the Zoom thing here, but you get a control room where I can actually control the volume and video for everybody who was on the panel.
Right, and that's the way it used to work. And used to okay. So for example, would jump back there a second, please? I'm not trying to talk you into anything. I'm just.
I know. Don't worry about it.
You don't even have to take my name. I'm sorry. Okay, no. so click on Ashley's the V thing to add more stuff. Add more stuff. No, above. Right. The V, the little V here.
Okay.
There you go. And it shows
share controls.
Yeah, and so now he has controls of this room also, and or you can eject him. You don't want to do that.
Well, I'm not going to eject that. I would never do that to him.
Yeah, you better not, motherfucker.
You're not coming to the bottle share then.
Fuck you up.
You're not coming to the bottle share then, are you, fucker?
Yeah, you're gonna fucking sleep on my front lawn.
Fuck you up.
I see Lenore being like, "Oh, Mr. Fucking Crazy Tough Guy was the best thing
my own room.
I love it.
Fucking trying to fucking smoke my joint. Jesus.
How does the cannabis thing work in Ontario nowadays? Anyway, do you actually have storefronts, or do you have to order online still?
No, we have storefronts, but I still get it from a dealer.
Yeah, he's got his connection.
Yeah.
Don't cut him out.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Right. You actually have a place where you sell the things. Right. On the ground.
Yes. There are stores they are privately owned, but they pay royalties to the government or taxes, whatever. But yeah.
So do you find store prices are higher now?
I haven't gone to a store.
I'm all about the small time guy because like my thing is if I have an abundance of what's right here, I will go through it way too fast. So my buddy, he basically gives me he's rations me. I see him, or he comes to me once a day, and I get a gram. Or occasionally, if I have friends come over, so I got like 2 grams. Give me 2 today, kind of thing. But he charges me as if I bought an ounce for like $120, $130.
So it's like one lump sum payment, but he's giving you the favor of just dropping it off.
Yeah. No,
this is your best friend.
It's Roy.
Like a subscription, like a 1 month subscription.
Back before this, I'd go buy like a half quarter, and it would last me like maybe 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
And so now it's like I'm
quarter
almost like I'm
Hey,
more than doubling that now, kind of thing. It's
Most of your
it's
fucking smoke, man.
yeah.
You need to cut back your regimen or something, man.
Smoke
You
like
need
a
to learn
chimney.
to commercial tolerance. Woo-wee.
No, man, just like again, that's my thing. If I have it,
I know. Right? Yeah, you
I'm
got
happy.
to do the willpower.
I don't
there
do
a
it very
bit,
often. I don't do it very often, but I've been told I actually have a pretty high tolerance for it. Like
Oh, yeah.
one guy saw
I've
how much I was how much I was taking like one night. He's like, dude, how are you still alive? I'm like, what?
I'm gonna get high with Nick when he comes here.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
hey, I'm up for it. I'll do it.
Are you inhaling all the way?
It's like, man, you should be fucking. You should be.
I
You
did
should be
not
passed
inhale.
out by now. Like, what? I don't,
You'll be high.
I'm high. I can tell, but I've been like, oh. I'm just fucking chill right now, man. No, I was thinking I'd like if it was easy to get up in Ontario,
It is
might,
very easy
might
to
consider
get.
buying some.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I think we all burn a
I
little
can
bit.
get it
like,
down here too, but
Yeah, if Red doesn't,
Well, no, like
Then
like again, like
I'm sure
my
you
my
could.
guy like the one a day kind of thing, but
Yeah.
he can give me an
It just
ounce
seems
one time
weird.
if he wants.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck,
The best thing about it is when I go see him, he lives with a girlfriend. The two of them, they have 4 cats,
Okay.
and
okay.
one of the cats is like this pure white.
Red one?
Fucking no, the red one is evil. The
Evil.
white one,
The red
the
one's
white
really
one is
cool.
the only cat that will like come out and say hi and be all friendly with me. They have another cat. It's like kind of a brown colored. It's a small cat,
Yeah.
and she just like runs around in the background, jumping around on things. Will not let me get anywhere near her.
Jumping
Stupid
around
cat.
tree to tree.
Yeah, they have two really big cat trees, and yeah,
you
she
see
is.
me eating mice.
She's crazy. Then they have a cat that's like a kind of a lighter brown color, and she just hides anytime she hears the doorbell, apparently.
Oh.
But then there's the other cat who's like this bigger kind of red tabby-ish kind of cat, and he seems so awesome. He comes out and he's like, "Oh, hi," and you pet him and everything. And then every single time that I've been there, I was like probably at least 20 times now. You're petting him, and then out of the fucking blue, he's like, "You know what? Now you have to die." He's like nice, and also he turns to you like, and claws come out. He's just fucking psychotic, man.
He's like, get away from my dick, motherfucker.
No, my hands have never went anywhere near there. That's what I'm saying. He's just a fucking and is that the point now where like I've been there so many times. He comes out from the room because he's always like in another room.
Fuck you! I'm not
I
petting
come out.
you.
No, I pet him, and when he started hissing me, I hiss back at him, and I just like do whatever I can to like freak him out, kind of thing. Like fuck you, asshole! Like without hitting him, I want to
And then
smack
he's
him
like,
in his
look at
face.
this dumb white guy. You're fucking yelling and hissing at me.
I want to smack him.
So
but he's
you
not my
have to-
cat, so I'm not going to do that kind of thing. But like,
So you
Give
hissed.
him a pterodactyl scream.
How did it take that whole hissing to you? You hissed at it. How did it feel about that? Did it back off or did it?
no, he just stood there and was like, you know what?
He just fucking mocked him.
Like I hissed at him, and then I backed off a bit because this guy's
Cats
just
will-
over my face or something. I was
Yeah,
fucking scared.
careful. Cats will fucking jump you.
Oh yeah, man.
They don't give up.
And
Fuck.
this fucking cat, dude, you have no idea. He seems like he comes out, he's all like nice and like rubbing against you and stuff, and then like just out of nowhere, he's like something's wrong in his brain. He's just a fucking psychopath. Oh yeah. Oh god damn it.
Cat can get help there too.
You get a whole catastrophe going on here.
It's a catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
What is this NAC stuff?
Cataclysm, you know, like
Look at me.
what the hell's that?
What is that?
Look at me. That's awesome.
What is that?
Research that product.
Well,
Research that product and see if you don't want some of that in your life. I am not getting paid by anybody. I'm not trying to sell you anything. But from one person to another, from one person to another, you want some of this in your life. Look at what it can do for you.
You
Yeah,
want
you
some of
research
this,
yourself.
don't you?
It's easy to find. Just put in NAC. You'll find it. It's cheap. It smells like sulfur, but you're not so hungover the next day. It's for your liver. It's if you again. I don't make any money off of this. I'm not going to tell you anything.
What is it?
Max. Put NAC.
It's a fucking methamphetamine.
No, you just put NAC. Anacetyl 16.
It's like 7. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Yeah, motherfucker. It's fucking methamphetamine.
On your side. On your side. Don't forget.
I'm gonna pee myself. That's fucking awesome.
What's in the box?
I'd pay to see that.
That's a good movie. That was a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's like Mrs. Peppenpot's head.
And it's an amazing soundtrack too.
Oh yeah. Oh, stay back! Don't come over here.
Yeah, see?
Don't come over here, yo. See? Don't come over here.
Wow. Randomly awesome. Right here. Wait, I'm sending you words, man.
7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah, shut up now.
Y'all shut up now, you hear?
I got 7 stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's a.
If it was like on right now, I could try and watch it again because it's just that good of a movie.
I'm probably gonna watch Endgame again because
like right now, you're gonna like stay for 3 hours.
Fucking
yeah, possibly. Like,
do it.
It's 1 a.m.
I dare you.
This is like to most people. This is around like my 6, 7 p.m.
That's right. Yeah.
For most
Yeah,
people.
because you're not working tonight, so you're on your awake schedule.
No, like tonight, like again, like usually Saturday is like my day off, where like I'm able to stay up. But Sunday, I work at 8 a.m. So tomorrow I have a day off, but I can't stay up late. So tonight is
same here.
But speaking of
today, I worked early and did a chip stand with like I told the guy it was I bitched at him so bad because it's so stupid.
Speaking
Somebody
of
installed, like I don't know if anybody understands what a down blast fan is.
Nope.
Yeah,
I can guess.
There's
I take it the air goes down.
There's up blast
It's sort of
fans.
blast down on things,
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's like the way the fan is designed.
You're not right.
In a kitchen greasy environment, you want the grease to be contained. So you have an upblast fan or a utility fan, which has the grease like spin. Like the grease comes out and hits the fan. It doesn't spin to the point where it like goes all over the place.
Shit,
yes.
Fucking
yeah.
That hits the fan.
But the chip stand we did today has a fucking down blast fan. And a down blast fan is like what you use in
It's
like
your fresh air intake. You have to. You're just trying to move air through the building. You're trying to.
or you have it installed on like the exhaust for like your bathrooms or something. Just like it's a fan that like comes out, and the cowl goes like this, like onto the roof of whatever you're doing. So it like blasts whatever's coming out onto the roof of the thing. And this fucking chip stand has a down blast fan
on top of the chip stand.
So if they're busy and they move a lot of greasy material in their fan,
all
of that shit is going to spew all over the roof of the chip stand and down the one side of it. And I just told the guy, I'm like, whoever designed this is a fucking moron. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And yeah, it was pretty funny to see his reaction to all that shit. I think it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Your lifelong dream is in the fucking trash, motherfucker. You got the wrong exhaust.
Well, I told him and then we had to do like I was saying the boat, which is like North Bay has the Chief Commander 2, which is our kind of Lake Nipissing tour boat kind of thing. But it started out as just the original Chief Commander, and that boat is like permanently dry docked in the marina kind of thing as a restaurant. It's called the boat.
Yeah.
And their hood system is hilarious. Like the boat had
Not
like
a boat.
it's like we're in there today, and there's like when it rains.
Got boats and hose.
When it rains, the place
Boatload
leaks
of
like a
hose.
fucking sieve all over the place. There's drips coming down
Are you
everywhere.
serious?
Right.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And their hood, the filters in their hood, like I don't know if you guys know what like exactly the hood thing, like the hood fan in a big restaurant, and the thing you take the filters, you take them out, and we clean those. And these filters were so just burnt from years of neglect and fucked. I was trying to clean the one. I'm cleaning it. I'm like, this is all happening. Turn the pressure off on the pressure bar. Cleaning it. Nothing. Full pressure. Cleaning. The fins start blowing out of the fucking thing. I'm like, okay, that's not good.
It's bedtime.
So I told the guy, I'm like, I can't clean these.
Right.
Buy new ones.
Yeah, exactly right. They're broken, right? I'll do my best this time, but yeah, you let it be known that these are
well,
bad.
and they're aluminum, which like the chemical we use is caustic, so it eats aluminum.
Yeah.
And it's funny, he bought some new filters like on the phone while he was talking to me and stuff. And aluminum ones are more expensive than stainless steel ones for some reason.
Okay.
Whereas stainless steel ones, I can like make some chemical and soak them in a fucking bucket or something for like and then pressure wash them and just comes off like butter. It was very, very weird.
My brother,
like butter.
Butter.
Well, I'm gonna leave, guys. I got a jam.
Well, fine.
Word.
Well, fine. Have yourselves a good night.
Gonna jam.
A piece of. Well, I did that to the one.
What? Please don't say
piece of.
Yeah. That was like a ninja move right there. What? Yeah. Are y'all hanging out? What y'all doing? I don't have to stay up if y'all are cruising, I guess.
Nick's racking more eBay stuff or something.
Yeah, I sold some weird camera parts.
You're having a hell of an eBay night tonight.
Yeah, I sold two things tonight. I'm like, oh shit. Wow.
I haven't done eBay
pack up tomorrow.
a few years. I need to do some more stuff on eBay.
I've been selling some shit on eBay so I can afford to go on this trip in a month. So now it's just like
right. I'm trying to get my bank up here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get the bank account back up so that I can. I bought my plane tickets. I bought the my accommodations, and I bought some trip supplies, and now I'm like, the rest is beer money.
Yeah.
Now here's where you crack down, young man. Here's where you crack down. Let's talk about serious business.
Hey, man, aside from like maybe having dinner out sometime or something like that, like guys, when you come here, I will do my best to have a decently stocked fridge and stuff for you. So like just snacks.
I'm hoping that we'll at least like stop at like couple of your breweries or something. Like, how many breweries do you say are in North Bay?
There's two main ones. One that's kind of like hidden and weird, and then one that's like a bar that technically brews its own beer.
Right. Okay. Yeah. There's three around here within about a 12-mile distance. There's three around here. So I saw it over in my favorite local hood. I've only been to one of the three. One of them moved location from one spot to another, and I drove past their place. It was too early, and I was drooling, looking at the "we'll be open at 4 o'clock" thing, and it was too early for me to sit there until then, and so I hadn't been there. Anyway, no excuses. I'll get back around there. But there's three in my little local area. One of them I have been to is Copperhead Brewery. I don't know, probably won't look it up or whatever. Anyway, Copperhead Brewery is one of them, and they make a pretty mean Striker IPA. I forget, it was like 8%, I want to say, and then I got a crowler of it. I watched them can it right there at the facility, and I thought that was kind of cool. I don't get out much. That was that's my visits to the brewery right there. I say that I have been by the breweries before, but I haven't spent any time there.
That's my thing as well. Like I don't really get out that much
I
either.
mean,
Like I New Ontario is pretty close to me, but they don't make really any beers currently that I'm like all over. Like I want more of that beer. So like, and then Gateway City, the other brewery, the same thing really. Like anything I can buy in a can is just kind of like mainstream meh. Like nothing really
it's
amazing.
It's not a good brewery, right?
Like for me, like it's like the independent, like it's a grocery store.
You're
Like
you're
2 minutes away.
has some
2
pretty
minutes
good
away,
beers.
this grocery store, and this fucking grocery store has got the best selection in town.
Oh, okay.
And within the next week, they are adding like 20 new fucking beers to this shit. They got like it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, yeah. I like to pick your six at the supermarkets. Sometimes my girl, look at buzz on. So sometimes my girl, she'll peel off one from a 6-pack and put in there. But after hearing what I was taking a leak or whatever, and yeah, we're talking about it. I guess you can peel off any old 6-pack at some of these places, but they don't usually allow that here. But my girl, she's sneaky like that. Maybe she put me 10%, the big stout or whatever. I don't do reviews. I really should, huh? Or at least say, hey, I've had this and move along. But anyway, it's not important. Is he still talking? For fuck's sake. Y'all start drinking beer? Let's drink beer. Let's do that. Let's all
Keep drinking beer.
She's still in us and we're being up at just after 12:30 at night, or 12:13 at night here.
Actually, I'm having Astrolab Session IPA from Whitewater, which it's a 5% IPA, and that's a Session IPA.
Yeah, sure.
Astrolube.
Sure is.
It's not bad. It's all right.
That's actually a product.
That's almost because like Astroglide, yeah, right?
That's a product name, that one.
Wow.
That's some slickery stuff, boy.
That's some slick stuff.
That's some slick stuff. Goes right
where's that made in KY?
It goes down super smooth.
Oh, slick as a.
It coats your throat with this like jellyish kind of.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No.
Right here.
Yeah, like a petroleum type, right?
Not abrasive at all.
Yikes!
No,
you can let this thing go for like an hour and 20 minutes. It's just.
I'm gonna have to click out of here, guys. Well, it's been a good night. Stephen. Right.
What?
You go with this.
I am actually going to take off. I want to make some food and stuff and things. I do want to watch. I got to watch an episode of Warville, and I want to watch Avengers again because I'm addicted.
Okay, well, this turned out to be a pretty good hangout. So thanks, guys. I think I'm going to knock off too because it's like 2 in the fucking morning here.
I think we're all or just past East, like Nick, except for a drunken one.
What time zone are you in, Rod? You're in Eastern. Right?
Yeah, I'm Eastern. I'm like red.
I think we're like,
but I think Nick's aren't you an hour ahead of me?
Oh, yeah, I'm an hour ahead, so it's literally 1:15 here.
Yeah. Oh, copy that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You want to get some sleep?
Yeah, but I got nothing to do tomorrow. This is like I had a full work week. Exactly. I got beers to drink, bitches. No,
I got to do laundry and clean my apartment tomorrow. Good times. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. I'm probably it's fucking raining here too. So anything I wanted to do outside, I'm not going to do. So I'm thinking I got some packages to ship on eBay, and maybe I'll go take pictures of the flood that's happening.
Fun.
Oh, okay.
Yay, flood! Woo.
Yay, exciting shit. All right.
Sometimes too. I mean, we get it down this way also, right? I see when they're building us. The last, or not the last one, but maybe the one before. It went from here all the way to freaking Ohio, and it was just sweeping across there, man. It was sweeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
Is everybody headed out? Are they? What y'all doing? Y'all hanging out or headed out? Do I need to pour another beer or not?
I'm going to head out here in a second, but like one last thing I can show before people head out is I went out this morning and grabbed some pictures of some of the flood stuff. So they're like normally there's a beach that goes out to past this where this sign's supposed to be at the start of the beach. So
oh wow.
Yeah, look at that. This is the barbecue pits down at the park, so it's all underwater. It's like a couple
I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but yeah, it looks like a lot of water for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This year actually tied last year's. We had the flood of the century last year, and this year beat it. So 2 years in a row, we've had some fucking nasty floods.
Copy that.
I mean, it's kind of early calling the flood of a century now since we turned the page.
Last year we see nothing like last year, and all of a sudden we've got 2 years in a row of it. So it's what the fuck's going on?
Well, at least we know it's not global warming, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. There are a couple of towns in here, Ontario, like south of me, that have declared states of emergency. The water's like 10, it's like 10 feet above.
Pour another beer now. You're killing me here. We drink it.
No, we're leaving. Nick is just Nick is drunk it out.
All right. Normally the sign is about 4 feet off the ground, and it's not even at the end of the beach. It's just, all right.
Oh, really?
Done. Yeah.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Go ahead, Note.
Ooh. Ooh.
Lou.
Yeah.
Hippies, I'm still pouring a beer. Here's left down here. Holy crap. And it happened that way, huh? Shut that bitch down.